podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
We don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me, so talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the Boxing Voice.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I think this day is more glorious than normal days because, my egotistical self, the egomaniac that I am, gets to pat his back as Mike Tyson stroked my metaphorical ego by bringing up this conversation with everyone's favorite fighter, Canelo Alvarez, and suggesting that he sees a galaxy where Canelo becomes a heavyweight world champion. I mean, Mike Tyson believes this. Remember, what was he, like 5'8", 5'10", something like that? So he sees that skill in Canelo, and he sees that Canelo can actually be a heavyweight. And look, it's not like it's not possible. Before you guys like, man, you're a super Canelo fan, but remember Roy Jones did it. Now,
Say what?
yeah, Roy Jones Jr., he did it. But for those that are like, what? I don't want to talk about Canelo being a heavyweight. That's not even realistic. Good. I hope you watched the weigh-in, the full weigh-in for the Povetkin Whyte card. My man Too Slick was looking too ripped. Man, I think I'm ready for him and some Crawford right now. He was throwing shadow boxing, throwing the uppercuts, looking like he's ready to go. And Whyte came in like, 17 stones? Like, very light, man. I mean, not to say that he's not, he's still heavier than Povetkin, but Whyte came in very light, saying the right things, and he gave away some of the game plan, man. It doesn't look like it's going to be maximum violence. Nah, they allegedly, unknowing to them, lost weight because they were just simply working on giving angles and not being in front of Povetkin, but being in front of Povetkin. So, yeah, man, we could talk some real boxing. It's going down Saturday. We'll be doing a live fight chat. I think that's going to be like an early fight for us, maybe like a 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock. So we're going to be here for a live fight chat for that. But I still want to talk about what I know Canelo's going to be able to do before his career is over. It's just a lot of people that are mad that, he has the power in this game to do that. Like, he's got the capabilities of enticing an Usyk into a fight. I mean, word on the street, Usyk's being enticed in the UFC and shit. So why wouldn't he be enticed into a heavyweight fight with Canelo? But again, he's got to have a title because we'll give you the quotes. But Canelo answered that, and he said, hey, paraphrasing, he said, hey, man, if there's some titles on the line, you never know. I'm a man that loves challenges. You know what I mean? He's got that little red wagon, the one that says Flyer. You remember those red wagons? It's got like Flyer with the wings. That's where he carries. That's where
Radio Flyer.
Exactly. He carries his fucking balls in that shit. Tell me anybody who started at 140 wants to fucking be a heavyweight. Nobody, man. Most of these dudes don't need no red Flyer wagon to carry their nuts. They can put them in their pocket. Put them right there in their front pocket. Bloop. Fits. Perfect.
Canelo, that's some soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up.
Canelo, on the other hand, he need a fucking Denali XL. All right? Just saying, man. Stop hating, man. But, yo, Whyte looks good. Did you watch the weigh-in, or were you watching it right now while I was, like, telling you how good he looked. I mean, it ain't like he looked good, but he was a little deceiving, right? Like at the waistline from the side, you could tell he got a stomach, but the front shot from the face-off, it almost looked like he's starting to get that lower V and shit. Like, damn, he looks decent. I seen him tweaking his nipples in the back. They ain't know they was watching. He ain't know they was watching him. He took his shirt off. You know, he must got
flexing. He was flexing.
No, sir. He got them L. Spence nipples, so he was tweaking them shits like pinching them so they could get hard and don't look puffy. Yeah. I seen that, Whyte. Don't act like we ain't see that shit. He gonna be like, yo, man, why the fuck got the camera on me, bro? You know, but yeah, nah, it was funny, man. It was funny because Whyte don't got that same, you know, bully attitude, like
mentality, right? Like I'm gonna come in here.
No, we can't talk about mentality because you know that still could happen in the ring or show up in the ring. But I mean like that energy or the attitude, better, not energy, attitude. And even the commentators brought it up, like, you know, he seems a bit. Even Povetkin said he seems more polite. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously the translation, but, you know, paraphrasing, he basically said, like, he was humble because he definitely said Whyte seems more polite. He's happier, you know? So, you know,
I mean, getting knocked out the first time around definitely does something to you. You got to rearrange your thoughts. You got to change the game plan. And, you know, we talked about it a bit the other day, and you mentioned it again. He looked a little light. Maybe that's, you know, like you said, it's something that's going to go along with the game plan, the different game plan that he needed, you know, and creating angles, maybe throwing that check hook, you know, leading him into something big. That's going to be part of the game plan. I, for one, if I was in his corner, would not want him to come out there going maximum violence and you know, take extra risks that he doesn't really need to take, man. Look, Povetkin, these guys could fight 20 times and it could be 20 different outcomes, you know. They can knock each other out. These guys are dangerous punchers. Povetkin's always been a dangerous puncher, so you got to approach the game with intelligence this second go around. I didn't get to see the weigh-ins, Ness. I did get to see them in the pressers on the face-offs, and even though he was wearing like a windbreaker jacket, Whyte that is, you know, you could still tell on the face that, you know, he had lost some weight.
Yeah, it's visible in the cheek area for sure.
So
he ain't got the Mario cheeks, that's for sure. Mario looking like he part gerbil and shit, part hamster.
Yeah, leave Mario alone, man. He's gonna get it together for this second go around. Wisconsin, Watertown, Wisconsin, June 12th.
Mario's on a milk carton, man. It's going down. Dillian Whyte trainer texting me back. You know I had slipped in the like, yo, can you guys come on?
Hey, you guys!
He's probably my man. We being pulled in all different angles right now, Ness. But it would be cool.
And just to like, you know, just touch a little bit on the Canelo heavyweight situation. That's crazy. That would be. I mean, we talk about this kind of jokingly sometimes, right? But like, you know, Tyson saying it. Tyson said some other things the other day. You know, people sometimes discredit Tyson, but, you know, he sees something in there. I mean, I for one, don't think that he's going to go up there and take on, you know, AJ or any of the top guys and win or something like that. I don't. But, shit, man, towards the end of his career, if the man wanted to just take a couple of bouts at heavyweight before he retires, why not? You know, why not? He's been known to walk around, you know, heavier when he's fighting at that 175. So
I don't know about a couple bouts, but, you know, like he said, if there's a title on the line and he can negotiate something, then yeah. But, like, I don't think, you know, like, what do you gain? I mean, you know, what do you gain by going
legend status? And I don't think he goes up to this heavyweights either.
But what I'm saying is, if you just, like you say, oh, go up and fight a couple heavyweights. So it's like, what does he gain by just fighting a regular heavyweight? It's got to be for a title, man. But, he said he going to try. He said he going to try 45, 60 minutes from now, because that's cool. I told him we should be live for like the next, you know, hour and 2 hours or so. But let me quickly screen share this so that you can see the difference in what Whyte looks like today, but not only you, obviously the rest of the people watching. This is Whyte.
GBV fan.
This is Whyte today and Whyte on past fights. So
Let's
again,
see.
and the front view, he looks real good. Like he almost got the V going, man. You'd have gave him a few more weeks, and he was about to be like, V status. Look, he got the 4-pack. I know a hater will be like, nah, that's more like a 2-pack, but it's a 4-pack to me.
I got a 1-pack right about now, champ. 2-pack sounds good.
What I mean? He got the 2-pot. Get it? 2-pot. He looks totally different, and you can tell what look on the.
Oh, okay.
On the left, my man definitely got the
I mean, it looks different, because when you flex up, your body stretches.
Oh,
you look
check the hater, y'all. So because his arms up. Cause his arms up is different. You hating, man.
But I'll be honest. Even though that's true, you can tell the love handles have shrunken down. The front bottom abdomen in the navel has shrunken down.
Oh yeah.
The guy looks in shape, bro. He doesn't want. This is the Whyte that might knock out Povetkin. He's gonna be a lot more patient. He's not gonna rush it. And I'm not saying he did, but he did come in with maximum violence them first few rounds.
At least in his mentality. Well, did he really?
Yeah, I mean 4 rounds, and there was those knockdowns in the 4th, but he came in, ready to go head up. Ready to stay in the pocket and trade. I noticed that from the rip. He wasn't showing any signs of, trying to fight on the back foot or anything like that. He went maximum violence, and it cost him, but it also could have been the benefit. I'm not gonna lie. He did put Povetkin down. I for one was like, damn, he's gonna take him out. That's it. But the impossible happened, you can say, or the miracle punch, whatever you want to call it. In boxing we like to say that a lot, but it was just a well placed punch by a fighter that's been in there with the best of them. So he has to be careful. He can't be up in there like a ram, head to head, and not expect to receive some devastating punches if he's not careful. So be careful. Use your maximum violence when necessary, man. I think you're gonna see short pockets of maximum violence. You get your little pop, 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 boom, and then and we'll see who gets the better exchange of it. This is still a very dangerous fight, man. How did you see Povetkin? I know we're looking at my man Whyte right now. He's looking good.
I already got some pop. Already got some pop.
Hell yeah.
From based off the last fight, that's how I seen Povetkin. I heard he got some pop, and he showed he got some pop. But I mean, Povetkin got the dad bod. I can't help but look at them and question myself, because Povetkin definitely in my age bracket, but he's looking more and more my age. There was a time where Povetkin looked as young as the other heavyweights, but he's losing that. I don't know. Did you, again, go to the Instagram. I'm sure let me see if I can pull up the Instagram, because I'm pretty sure, he looked like a dad, man. He even in the first fight, I'm watching the highlights as we're talking, and Povetkin, biceps look a little more muscular. Again, it could be the COVID. Remember, I'm continuously reminding you guys that this guy caught COVID, and there's a possibility that he's not 100%. But I don't know what you mean.
You mean Whyte or Povetkin?
Povetkin. I don't know what you mean about Whyte wanting to stay in the pocket. I feel like he was at range when Povetkin, came in. He definitely was taking his step back. He was using a jab to the body. I didn't see him in the pocket unless Povetkin threw a big shot. He would always give Povetkin a body shot. It's crazy because watching this fight back, it's like, man, my man fighting a great game plan. He was hitting the older man to the body as he was punching, so he's making him pay. He was peppering him with the jab, and I think he's keeping his distance here. It's just, I guess Povetkin really slipped one in, I don't see I'm still watching. I don't see when they're in this pocket. What do you define that? Because maybe I just don't know the definition, and I'm not being sarcastic or anything. I'm really I thought in the pocket, man, inside fighting, we slip in
the booth, right? Yeah, in the booth, in the pocket, on the inside. That's where I mean, look, and Povetkin can be dangerous from leaping hooks from the outside as well.
Yes.
But like when you're on the inside with Povetkin, in the pocket, in the booth, you're in a dangerous zone. You're in a danger zone, and you have to be able to know that you have to be very intelligent in the way you cover up. Povetkin slipped that shot that Whyte threw and just elevated him with that left uppercut. This is all it takes when you're on the inside with a guy like Povetkin. So yeah, you got to be very careful the way you fight on the inside, so you don't get caught with shots like that. Povetkin's a technical guy. He's a guy that knows what to do. He has the experience, and heavyweight division only one shot, only one shot, and that's it. One well-placed shot, and you might be, Pez head. So just in Whyte's camp, I know for a fact that they noticed this. They noticed this, and they made the adjustments. Now, does that make Whyte timid? Does he start fighting on his back foot like Anthony Joshua did after the loss to Andy Ruiz? I don't think it happens that way. I don't think it happens that way at all. But there's a sense of care that you have to have now. He's been waiting in position for a mandatory. We just covered a topic the other day that he says they better freaking recognize me as the mandatory. That is the WBC. And all that stuff piled on top of him is pressure, man. Pressure for him to win. So you can't get careless.
I guess you're right, man. He was countering on the inside. Like when Povetkin would lunge in or when Povetkin would attack, Whyte would wait for that attack to, then counter to the body, obviously ducking his head to the left or slightly to the front sometimes because he's crouching over. And I guess that's what could be the issue. That later opens, find his head, the hook, the uppercut finds his head. But yeah, man, I see why the betting line. That's funny. I don't be really going back watching fights, but I see why the betting line. Like he's boxing really well in his first fight, man. And now that was that little short bling, that little short uppercut on the inside. That's what I'm saying. Now that he's gonna have a few pounds less and he's looking to move more, he'll box even better because he just landed this uppercut off of 3 jabs. Povetkin trying to rush in. He double jabbed him. Another single jab. Povetkin crowded him on the ropes. Little short at left upper. It was just so short. It's fucking funny, yo. Because, me especially, I think you got to put so much. He didn't even bend his fucking legs, bro. He just was like, bap, little short one. Oh, goddamn. But
yeah. It's the snap. You got the proper snap. It sometimes doesn't even look that powerful, but you put the proper snap, the velocity, and even if he didn't bend his knee a lot, even just a slight bend, with that proper snap, bro, you're punching with more than just the arm punch. You're putting your weight into it.
This sport is crazy. It's crazy that he could be dominating like that, and then he's like completely lifeless. He's like Pacquiao right there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, he was looking up to the stars, man, with glossy eyes, bro. Those are devastating shots.
Yeah,
devastating shots.
You were right. It was like the Gervonta Davis, Leo Santa Cruz uppercut from the opposite side. Povetkin leaned to his left and brought it up, and Whyte was slightly leaning to his left. So
he kind of went in the direction of that.
It's funny because he had his guard up, man, and he still snuck it right through the middle.
Well, that's the thing, right? When you have a fighter with a high guard or a closed guard, your linear punches, you know what I'm saying, can get through,
Bro,
they can get
just missed it. Like he could have, his hand was back, but he just missed, like to be able to, like, you know what I mean, have the forearm at least tap the fucking glove. It slid perfectly.
All he had to do was kind of just like, put the elbow in the middle to kind of stop it.
I mean, but how do you know to fucking turn at that point? Like,
I think
the fact that he had his hand up is amazing to me. Like, it was right there. It's just that shit came straight through the center, man. Like perfectly, they parked that one right in the garage on him.
And he threw a punch, right? While he got hit, did he throw a right hand out?
No.
Okay, I thought he had thrown the right hand out the way Santa Cruz had done.
Maybe seconds before, but like
it's quick, bro. It's so quick. But I thought that he did.
So he threw the right hand, which Povetkin slipped.
slipped and.
But he brought the right hand back. That's what I'm saying. Both hands was back.
Okay, so he brought it back to guard, but it still went up the middle.
You know what it is? Oh, rewinding it. He brought it back, but he
it was at his chest.
No, he kind of paused slightly, like right here, like mid chest and rib. Maybe he thought that uppercut was going to turn into a body shot.
A body shot. Yeah.
But he still brought it back up. The thing is that Povetkin was still able to bring it straight through. I'm telling you, you got to watch it. He brought it back up. It's crazy, Yeah. I could see now rewinding it. I could see why he would think it could be a body shot.
No, and look, just going back to the guard, right? When you're high up like this, your circular punches can get around, right? Bro. And if you're high up guard, your jabs can stab the body, right? So when he slipped it, he's thinking, damn, this is coming to the body. You know what I'm saying? So he might have thought like three times, brought it down, and then maybe too late, he was going to try to bring it back up. But the instinct was like, damn, I'm going to get hit with a hard shot to the liver.
Yo, if you rewind a little bit more, Povetkin sets it up with a jab, right? He hits him with a solid jab. Looks like it could be neck, chest, or neck, shoulder. And then Dazn throws a lazy right, which he slips. Sheesh. I wish I could screen share this shit. God damn. Bruh, and the fact, like, I'm trying to pause that. Bruh, look at this dude's bicep at the point of impact. Like, he on pop out of cellar, man, right now.
I got, interesting statement that Mitty just made. He said bringing the right hand back like that doesn't stop the uppercut down the middle. The problem was that Dazn wanted to counter it with a left hook. Now, I'm going to have to look at the tape because I don't know if I saw him trying to counter with the left hook, but,
bro, the muscles, are on, like, look at all the what is it, striations, and yo, that's crazy. At the point of impact, my man had all his force into that shit. You can see his back ripped up. Biceps, shoulder, like everything just got on like Hulk Hogan status. Cause he's not this cut in like real life. This is actual like, wow. Wow,
man, I'm looking at it now, dude. And it was also the angle. It was the angle in which he stepped. He literally stepped right in the middle to land that uppercut. Like the way it angled out.
He off that jab, yo.
No, he slips the right hand. It was the same thing, man. Same thing as Santa Cruz, man. It's just it was just a different angle. That's all. He ends up slipping, and Whyte ends up. Oh man,
which is crazy. Which is crazy because again, it's a fight that watching it back, like Whyte was definitely winning. This is just one of those moments where something slips in, man, and you can't account for that.
But I want you to look at Povetkin's feet when he lands that left uppercut. He's going in a straightforward fashion towards Whyte, right? Throws that jab, and then when he slips and throws the uppercut, you see Whyte almost right in front of him, and you see Povetkin squared. He's not standing in front of Povetkin when he throws the shot with his left foot forward and his right foot back. He's literally squared up when he throws that shot. So it was also the way Whyte moved to that angle. If you can see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Povetkin throws the jab.
Yeah, they show two different angles. The replay angle is obviously the hyper exposed version that shows you a different camera angle. The live action angle, it looks even sweeter because it looks like a two-piece. It looks like jab, slip, hook. Uppercut.
I got it on super playback over and over from the regular view. And yeah, it was also the angle. See, when Whyte threw the right hand, he ended up squared up as well. And he just got hit. Yeah, he got hit with a perfect shot. Yeah, but
that right hand wasn't even a right hand. That's what I'm saying. Watching it, it wasn't. He just reacted to the jab. Like he tried to get one in too, but Povetkin knew what he wanted to do. Whether the right hand was coming or not, I think he was always going to slip to the left.
Crazy, bro. Povetkin punches the right hand, and then Whyte lets it go. So it's like he touched.
No.
Watch it.
It bounces off the shoulder. No, you watch the hyper exposed one. Whyte's right hand never even gets over. It never even gets fully extended because Povetkin slips. So the right hand hits the right shoulder.
I'm saying,
but not
jab.
the glove though. The forearm like bounces. I'm telling you, watch it.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at the other view because when I see Povetkin throw the first jab, he actually touches Whyte's right hand, and Whyte immediately throws the right hand right after that, and that's when he slips under and throws the left uppercut. I'm just seeing it over and over, and yeah, he taps that right glove first with the jab, and then slips, and then throws the left uppercut. It's crazy because that could have been a well placed body shot as well. It could have gone either way, but he decided to throw it up the middle. It was this is the stuff that he has to be careful with.
What you mean touches the right hand? I'm replaying it from the live action view and not the replay. I don't know what you mean, bro. He does jab and he slips. All
right. When he throws his jab, I want you to, if you can, right, just keep put your cursor on wherever it first starts, and just keep replaying it when he throws the jab. And the more you look at it, you'll start to see that when he throws the jab, he touches his glove first before he even throws the right hand. And then after he touches
his glove, you saying Povetkin touches Whyte's right glove?
Yes, he touches it first, and then it comes out sloppy. He just shifts his body to the left and throws the uppercut up the middle, which could have gone to the body either way. Well, yeah, it was. Man, and you do that too, bro. You do that too. That's what you do. When you're going for a slip shot. And I don't know if King could probably let me know about this more. I know he knows his stuff.
You need to watch the highlights. Go to the highlights. They have many different angles, and you're totally wrong. I don't know what you're talking about. I told you already. The jab lands like on a neck, shoulder area, and then he slips the right. Other one now. And then he slips the right, and he throws the uppercut right down the middle.
Look, I'm looking at the highlight one, the one that you're telling me to view, which is a much closer version.
Exactly. Yeah, 644.
Now it looks to me as though Povetkin threw
go to 640, brother. Just go to 640 so we stop debating something that's not.
No, I'm not debating with you. We're looking at the same thing, brother. Look,
at 640, at timestamp 640 on the highlights.
No, we're probably not on the same one, but I have the one from the Zone Boxing.
Yes.
The actual replay. So when Povetkin throws his shot, he throws it to jab on the right side of his face, but it looked like Whyte, has some contact with the. I sent you the link,
brother, so you can just see it up close, man. That's what I keep trying to tell you, man.
I'm seeing it straight up close. Yeah, he threw the jab. And this is what happened. Now that I'm seeing it from that angle, he threw the jab, and when he threw it, it pierced through the guard, and it tapped Whyte on the right side of his face, but it was slowed down by Whyte's right hand, and then he slips and throws the uppercut. So it wasn't just a touch of the glove; it actually went through. Yeah, it goes through, and I think that's what slowed Whyte's right hand.
I don't think it had nothing to do with what Whyte was doing. I mean, it had something to do with what Whyte was doing, but it was what he was doing on defense. It's not like Povetkin was worried about anything Whyte was doing. He was only worried about setting up his shots. Even if he got dropped, he said, he keep making this mistake, which bending over at the waist, he knocked himself out. He really ran his face into an uppercut because Povetkin was setting it up with the overhand right. And when you box, everybody know if you go over like this, it's like an Ohio rule. You go over, you come under. And if you watch the first 4 rounds of the fight, Povetkin is trying to land the overhand on a taller fighter, and Dillian Whyte is bowing his head at the waist. And Povetkin knew that round after round, and that's the style of an old school fighter. You might whoop him for a couple rounds because Povetkin's considered old school now because he's of our age, me and Ness's age. So like when he throwing that, he gonna say, you know what, this young dude, he gonna probably hit me with some shots. It's gonna be some work. But when he get tired and make one mistake, the fight is over with because he don't even know what he doing. And the reason why the shot didn't have to be so that hard because when you ducking your head like this, you can't see what's coming. This is not a slip.
Yeah, but his head wasn't that far over. And
he didn't bend down like that, King.
He didn't have to. His head was down. If you watch the part where he uppercut like this, Dillian Whyte is like this. You can't see like this.
Nah, he wasn't like. I'm looking at it right now. That's what I'm telling you.
You got to watch the whole fight. It's a setup thing. Povetkin's overhand right is his shot. So then after he couldn't land, he threw the overhand right with just for the fact that he knew Dillian Whyte was gonna be ducking his head. You just got to watch it. It's a tendency. You got to see his tendency.
The knockout punch was set up by a jab though. It was set up by the jab.
It was set up by an overhand right. Watch the fight. He threw the overhand right.
I'm saying when the punch actually happened, not what was going on before the fight. I get that, if you were seeing the setup, but with the way the actual punch got placed was a jab first, slip to the left, and then brought it up the middle.
Real quick.
Yeah, I know because Povetkin go like this. And when he throw his jab, he's stepping to the left and he throwing his overhand right like this. That's what Dillian Whyte thought was coming back. And when he went, Dillian Whyte was like, oh, here come the overhand right. Let me get my head down. Bang, uppercut. I watched the fight 1,000 times. And every fighter know you ain't supposed to be ducking your head. My bad, Ness. Go ahead.
You could be right, though, because Dillian does slip to the left. So maybe he did think the right was coming. I mean, you should slip. Maybe you should slip to the. What is this considered to the?
You have to slip. You got to slip both ways because when I was sparring Hank Lundy, you got to be slipping both ways.
Slip to the right.
If you slip to the right, the fucking you putting your face in the trajectory of the right hand. So he had to slip to his left.
When even no matter which way he's slipping, when somebody that close to you, you got to block the uppercut a certain type of way. Because Hank was trying to hit me with the uppie. You got to block the up like this. You can't be like this. You're gonna get hit with an uppercut like this. You got to be like this.
I just think it was something because we watched this replay for the last 20 minutes, slow, and I just think it's something he couldn't. You couldn't see it it looks like it's going to be a body shot. It was set up off a jab. So it's a quick jab, slip, left, uppercut. He was boxing a beautiful fight. So, Povetkin just got it in there. I ain't calling
He wasn't boxing a beautiful fight.
Man, you tripping, man. He was jabbing the shit out of Povetkin.
You got to remember, I'm a boxer. So, a 4-round fight is not a... 4 rounds... You really not doing good if you're a professional.
He had 2
knockdowns. That's not good,
he had 2 knockdowns in the 4th round alone. That was a 10-7 round. And then he won.
I understand that.
And then he won arguably every other round, 10-9, and he was using his jab. The first knockdown was set up off a double, actually 3 jabs. A double, a single, a left uppercut on the inside. Hell no, he was boxing.
Did he get up? Did he get up?
Povetkin? Yeah, he got up.
All right, there. Did he finish Whyte?
Oh man! Oh, you must.
And under 6 rounds, bro. That's not when you're a professional and you used to going 12 rounds. If somebody gets you out of there in 4 rounds, you really wasn't technically supposed to be in there with him. If you can't make it past the 6th round mark, as Andre Ward would say, because the real fight starts after 6 rounds. You really not supposed to be in there with him. Technically, you're making
Dillian Whyte would have. He was on.
Hey, let me get in here, man. Let me get in.
You're Jamaican. You don't count,
bruh. He was in route.
Here we go.
He was en route to get in a fucking halfway stoppage, mid-round stoppage. What you talking about?
You can't be en route to get anything if you don't stop somebody, bro. You gotta stop.
You tripping, Troy?
Big time.
I stop niggas, and when I'm never in a route, I just get them out of there. That's the thing. If you're in a route and somebody hit your whip, you hit your whip.
How much time do you have to climb off the canvas, Troy?
I never climbed off a canvas. That's a trick question.
So it's different.
No, man.
So it's different. But this fight, Dillian Whyte didn't take a knockdown.
Because I put people to bed. That's what I'm telling you. The mistakes that man was making was different. So he was going to get stopped regardless. And if he don't fix those defensive errors, the next fight, he going to get stopped again.
So you picking Povetkin. Let's get to the fucking point.
Most definitely, because technically Dillian Whyte got to make better. And Povetkin took Dillian Whyte's best shots the first fight, so he's gonna know what those shots feel like.
It was on his ass, Troy. He was on his ass, man.
He didn't finish him. You gotta finish a man.
Troy.
Finish him. Shang Tsung.
I understand, Troy. I get it, but those shots, he was on his ass, Troy.
He was past tense. He got up and stopped your mans.
Yeah, he did get stopped. That was past tense as well, man.
Yeah, I know, but before he stopped him, he dropped him. So when I got up off the canvas, I stopped you with one shot.
You call lightning in a bottle, Troy. I feel you. I'm with it.
Troy, dig a hole. Go ahead and bury yourself.
It wasn't a one into lifetime thing. I'm telling you, the man was ducking his head for 4 rounds, and he let him do it.
Now look, I can agree with that, King. He has tentativeness, things that he does. He got bad habits, and I'm looking at him now. You know, while you guys were discussing all this, I had to come take a look about what King was talking about, and defensively, the way he was defending himself and staying in that mid range with Povetkin. He was he was almost, I'm not going to say scared, but he was very worried about getting hit by Povetkin. And I'm not saying
every time Povetkin fainted him, he was jumping out of his boots, dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Let me tell you something. He said that in the weigh-in. He said sometimes you get caught up in listening to people and what people think about other people. And he said, man, fuck that. I'm going into this one. I ain't worried about none of that shit. He's not listening.
He didn't listen on defense. That was the problem.
Well, no, the thing is, I think he listened to people like us and people in his camp and the internet, because he mentioned the internet.
Power's real, man. That's what he was on.
He mentioned, I think he said, damn, we made him believe Povetkin really can punch, so he was over defensive or what you guys call tentative or overly cautious. But we got to stop for a second. Let Francis do his introduction. Then we jump into super chats. Thank you, everybody who sent the super chat. We coming right to you right now, Francis.
Bop, bop, bop. Big up yourself, whether they're yard or they're abroad. Thank you to my Lord and Savior for another one, because without him, none of this would be possible. Troy, Alex, Ness, what's up, man? We talking about the man again, Dillian Whyte, the one who's about to do it again. Millie Rock. Millie Rock.
Nah, in actuality, that's the side topic. We really talking about the real man, Iron Mike Tyson, the living legend, and the fact that he's everyone's favorite fighter, but his favorite fighter is Canelo, and he believes that his favorite fighter, Canelo, will eventually go to his division where he was the glorified heavyweight champ and become a heavyweight champ. So this is just a day for me and Troy to celebrate and pat ourselves.
I said this. Thank you, Ness.
Pat ourselves on the back, because we've been saying this here on TBV that eventually Canelo will move up and get a heavyweight title. And people laughed at us, but now laugh at Mike. Go ahead and laugh at Mike. I wanna be like Mike.
Absolutely.
Jordan, Tyson, action.
That's right.
You can't cut me. You're not man enough.
Exactly. But I think he's right, man. Like, I keep feeding Usyk to Canelo. I hope Eddie hears me. Usyk, he gets that title, a little vacant title. We need to jump on that and offer him some money. I mean, first off, like, who's Usyk made for 15 million with? For 14 million. Can anybody assume? What's the biggest fight he could have possibly made? Like, I'm not saying he hasn't. I'm just saying it's like, he probably never made 14 million. Kovalev made that. So, Canelo come offer you the Willy Wonka ticket, he might take it. So it's his job to go get that belt from, Joyce. And then if AJ second fight with Fury does happen, and they got to, vacate the WBO.
Can I ask you a question?
Full champion pops up. What up?
Panel, can I ask the panel a question?
Remember we got the super chats after your question.
Yeah, for sure. Well, how much times does the code need to be cracked before everybody has the password?
Oh, word. That's how you want to throw it out there?
To the person, until the person realizes that he can just put the password in. Like,
because we know we had Mayweather had the May Vinci code, right? And it's never been cracked. But we know Canelo's code was cracked once. I'm asking y'all, how much times must the code be cracked before everybody has the password?
Whose code? Anybody's code?
Anybody's code or Canelo's. Where basically what he's saying is, how many times do you gotta? I got your back, friends. How many times do you gotta get beat before somebody see how they can beat you? Like, why can't nobody see how you can beat Canelo? But it's hard though, because to beat him, you have to be the better defender. You just got to, because you're not gonna hit him, and he's gonna hit you. And when you hit him clean, you're not a good defender. Doesn't let you hit him with the same shot twice or multiple combinations. He picks up on it and starts moving his head, making adjustments. If you can't hit, yes, sir.
Let me ask you a question, right? If you're fighting, let's say guy A, right, and you fight the guy 5 times, is it the same fight every time?
Yes, if the guy doesn't know how to make adjustments or improvements. And I hear a lot of people say styles make fights. But if you only possess one style and you're against the style that trumps your style, yes, styles does make fights. But if you're a hybrid fighter like Andre Ward or Floyd, it don't matter, or Terrence, it don't matter what
he can make adjustments.
Style you got. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna make adjustments.
Every fight you fight guy A with, unless the guy's a literal tomato can that just wants to go in there and get punched, he's gonna make adjustments. So I was asking you that question. Because every fight's gonna be different, Now, can it be alike or maybe similar because of the facts that you just stated? Yeah, it can be, but it's a different fight every time.
I only feel like it's a different fight every time if the man has defense, because the adjustments come with defense. So, like, say I'm throwing mad punches. My style is to throw punches, and I'm up here like, where does my adjustment come if I get tired, or if the guy keep hitting me? Where do I adjust? Do I throw more punches?
It depends who you are.
I have to.
That's not true. It depends who you are. Omar Figueroa don't slip. If the guy,
that's what I'm saying. He can't make adjustments when he start getting hit.
But that's
because to make an adjustment, you have to slip.
But that is an adjustment. No. That is an adjustment in his own right? When Omar, who isn't a guy that slips, right? When he gets met with fire, he adds more fire. So that's his adjustment.
That's not an adjustment. That's because when he get in there and somebody start cracking him upside his head, he gonna throw more punches and somebody gonna stop him. He's not a heavy puncher like that.
It doesn't happen like that for everyone. I get what you're saying because Ugas was able to do what you're saying.
Oh, it does, because Margarito was a volume puncher, and then he got in there with the right guy and they busted his pack because he didn't have no defense against Shane Mosley to make the adjustment.
Nah, man. Margarito was a hard puncher, and he still gave everybody that beat him problems. Paul Williams, Manny Pacquiao, and Shane Mosley.
The fights he lost,
Shane was the only one. Shane was the only one that beat the brakes. So, like, even Pacquiao got a broken rib. You tripping?
Oh, Paul Williams touched him up because he couldn't make the adjustment. He had no defense.
Touched him up, man. You better go watch that fight. You out here capping right now. Paul Williams Margarito was the toughest fight. Man, that was one of the hardest fights Paul ever had. And
I didn't say it was hard. He still touched him up, and he didn't make any adjustments on defense, man.
Well, Margarito touched his ass up, too. And Paul Williams never made any adjustments.
Paul Williams had the better defense, and he made the better adjustment.
He didn't even have a better offense, man. He was Omar Figueroa set black, throwing a lot of punches, and when you meet him with fire, he throw more punches.
No, because Paul Williams
man,
he was
giving up his
6'1", bro.
He wasn't giving up his height, man. You bringing up his height? You really bringing up his height?
I know, because he was a volume puncher. It don't matter how tall you is. That was his style. I met the man.
My man was 6'2".
He beat Margarito. Don't change the subject. He beat Margarito because Margarito couldn't make adjustments. If you don't have defense, there is no adjustments to make. Because when somebody throwing jabs and they throwing a jab at the same time you throwing one, how you slip the jab to come up with the up jab or the jab. That's called an adjustment. You have to make a if Dillian Whyte don't have no better defense than he did and still be ducking his head, the adjustment wasn't made. He gonna get stopped again, and you gonna be owing me burpees.
Yo,
listen. Them burpees.
I watched the Margarito fight. I believe that shit took place in LA. I believe it was on the Goosen card. Before the Goosen that was with Ward. That was a tough fight, okay? That was a tough fight. And then Floyd never wanted to fight Paul after that. He ain't want to fight Margarito. Paul beat Margarito, took his belt, became a champ, was signed to Heyman, wanted the Floyd fight, never got it.
Floyd,
it
he
wasn't
would have never
easy.
beat Floyd. He would have never beat Floyd.
It wasn't an easy fight, but I say all that to say this. There was another welterweight that did beat Paul Williams' big ass. With all his skill that he talking about, he let Carlos
Quintana.
That's right. Put him down and beat him. And then after that, Sergio Martinez slept him. But in the Margarito fight...
No, Paul Williams came back and slept Carlos Quintana in the first round. Or the first 2 rounds.
You know,
yeah.
6%, only 6% of people who lose in the rematch, in the first fight, are able to win in the rematch. So, Quintana falls under that 6%, He ain't able to turn it over, but he got that one upset win. That goes down in history, and he put Paul big ass down. That shit looked like a tree dropping. He wasn't expecting that.
What's up? Did Troy chime in on the Canelo heavyweight?
Nah, he just did a
Man, I don't even want to because me and Ness been talking about this. We already know what it is. Yeah. I keep telling y'all, the man is only 30 years old. If he gonna fight for 7 more years, he gonna be at super middleweight? Absolutely not. And he gonna be at heavyweight in 5 years. Take a couple heavyweight fights, have a mega fight with Anthony Joshua, call it a day.
That's nuts. We talked about Andre having
and that's where I was going, Doomy. That it can't be that nuts when 2-3 years ago we was saying Ward versus Anthony. Ward was saying it. Ward was saying it, trying to see could he really get it. So it ain't crazy because Ward was trying to get the Joshua fight. Now, yes, Canelo versus Joshua is crazy, but not the thought of Canelo at heavyweight. That's not crazy, man. Now, I don't think
Canelo versus dude is crazy because we were saying Canelo might fight Dre. They was like, we want to see that. Dre,
who's
like,
dude?
How is that crazy?
Yeah, but you can't just casually say I don't think Canelo versus dude is crazy. Who's dude in your like? What are you talking about? Who's dude?
Anthony Joshua.
Slipped it in.
Nah, you
tripping. Joshua. Like we literally were talking about Canelo. How he would do against Andre Ward. Andre Ward gonna fight Anthony Joshua. Then Canelo can fight him too.
No, Troy. Chill, man, because we don't want to have our audio clip and they think we crazy out there. Like, Joshua's just a little too big. Certain heavyweights, but Joshua's just a little too big. Like, why would Canelo cash himself out?
I say that's
Joshua really not punching like that. That's
what? Why. Yo, Troy, what's in your CMOS
I'm going back to sleep.
Bro,
but he doesn't have one punch knockout power. Is the man punching like Deontay? Come on, man. That man take a lot of punches to get people out of here. I'm Nigerian too, but hey, man, the man don't be punching like that. He's a volume puncher. He's a boxer. He's a good puncher. Like, if he was punching, he would have stopped Andy Ruiz. No, Andy Ruiz is punching because he stopped.
Andy Ruiz's arm was behind him like Bambi,
you wilding today, yo.
I'm just telling you, I've been saying
so let me ask you a question.
Puncher like that.
But let me ask you a serious
exposing everyone.
Let me ask you a serious one. Are you trying to say that Joshua cannot stop Canelo?
See, I didn't say that.
Because you said he's not punching.
I'm going to say it one more time.
You said he's not punching.
Because you're confusing me.
No, because you said he's not punching.
I said that if we're talking about Canelo and Andre Ward fighting, at one point we were talking about Andre Ward getting some work with Joshua. If we're going to compare, I'm fair. If Canelo get his behind in there and get smoked, that's on him. But I'm saying that I would like to see that because we compare him against Dre fighting, and Dre, when he was that super middleweight and went to light heavy, he was trying like, I want to get Joshua. Even Roy Jones was talking about getting Buster Douglas, and they said he was too big for Roy, and that's a fact. But Canelo If he gets stopped, he gets stopped. I want to see it. It's a mega fight. And if it happened, hey, I just need my burpees not from Francis. From YouTube.
I don't want no burpees. I want a percentage, but I don't know about Joshua. But let me get to these super chats, man. Shout out James Benitez. Who says
Mike was right about Charlo not being able to beat Canelo. He's also right about Canelo becoming a future heavyweight champ.
Oh shit! Shout out to like minds think alike, man. Right? James Benitez back in another says people joking about Keith potentially fighting Berto or Alexander, but wouldn't those names be the best on Bud's resume? 147-pound resume. Well, damn. Is Berto? I mean, I don't think that today any like legit, sane,
hardcore fan,
honest boxing fan would say Berto is a better win today than Horn was, or
I have to disagree.
Oh shit, that's because he's your boy. Just let me finish.
Oh, no.
Yes, he is. He's your boy.
He got better accomplishments than Jeff Horn. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but today, Jeff Horn, when Crawford fought Jeff Horn.
You're right. He beat Pacquiao. You're right. Never mind.
And Berto's been doing what since losing to Floyd? Like
enjoying that Floyd money,
bro. Exactly. So like no way. Like even Alexander is also far removed. Like Alexander just got knocked out by Ivan Redkach, so he got to get back in the mix before that could be Bud's biggest win. Like people just love to hate, but I love to hate too sometimes, I guess.
Next one's Jose, Prediction King. Says, todo culo apesta. He said, all asses stink.
What the hell?
Todo culo apesta. I wonder what he was talking about in regards to that, because that's the saying, todo culo apesta. But
I don't know.
I guess
but Supermax with the next one.
This is quite a far stretch, but if he was to do it, it'd have to be at the end. Remember what happened to Roy after he went up and then came back down.
It would be at the end, Max. What you mean?
Yeah, man, look, this is something that happens at the very end. Something that's legendary. Like, you know what? I've done it all. Let me go out like this. Nobody ever did it. I'm the only one to do it. But even then, like, Troy, you're big on nutrition and being able to, manipulate the weight and liquids and all that stuff, man. And you have experience with that. Like, how does, in 5 years, how does he get to a 210-pound Canelo? Like, how does that happen? I mean, does it affect his style? Because, I mean, fighting at 175 and fighting at 210, 215 is totally different.
What style?
205, man.
To come forward.
205.
Yeah, throwing all these punches.
205 and he'll be quicker than Alexander Usyk, man. All day, every day,
exactly.
Man. And twice on Sunday, man.
So we get quad.
And Canelo is a come forward first fighter, so him being bigger is not going to help. And you have to realize every weight class, they throw a certain number of punches. Welterweights throw about 50 to 60, 40 to 60 around. Junior middleweights throw about a certain number, depending on what type of power you got. You got to remember, power punchers don't throw a lot of punches naturally. George Foreman is not coming out there throwing as many punches as Paul Williams because he doesn't have to. They don't have the same power. That's not the same style. A puncher that doesn't have power, he's going to be a volume puncher. That's just facts. Now, Maidana is not a volume puncher, but he's a wild puncher, and he has to be busy because his technique wasn't good. But he's a hard puncher. But since he's wild and he doesn't place his punches, he got to volume punch the hard punches. If he knew how to just place one, like Berto or somebody like that who can just hit you one time in a certain spot, that's all it takes. And Canelo at 210, or 205, that's all you need to be. Defense. It's not like, can he take the punches? Don't take none of the punches. Slip the punches. Make the big man tired, wear him down. You can win a decision or you can get a stoppage. And I'm sure him and Andy Ruiz be talking about it, and pretty soon they're going to be sparring.
According to Ronnie Shields, it's not good, and you was all on Ronnie Shields that day saying it's not good for Canelo to be sparring heavyweights. Now you're talking about, oh, it's going to be good for him to be sparring Andy Ruiz.
In about 4 years,
Whatever,
in about 4 years when he decides.
Got him. LJ Juarez says, Ness, with the Brooklyn's finest reference, only the real ones caught that. Also, good morning, fam. Good morning to you. How the hell are you? Teddy B with the Midwest Sports Talk hatred. Told y'all about Mike boxing opinions. Sounds sarcastic to me.
You can't touch me, you're not man enough.
Ken Stone says, Povetkin looked like Iron Mike with that combo. Word. Especially jab, slip, uppercut. It's like, that was Mike, when you know, with the lateral movement.
Hey, Holyfield started at light heavyweight and went up to heavyweight and fought some of the bigger heavyweights.
Canelo started, 35 pounds under Holyfield.
He did, but
he was 15.
Evander Holyfield didn't start boxing at 16.
Yeah,
Troy, let it go, man.
As a professional. No, I'm talking facts, though. Evander Holyfield was an amateur, went to the Olympics, and then turned pro. Canelo didn't do none of that. He turned pro at 16 at 135.
Grew up
and then
in front of your
15
eyes.
years later, he's at light heavy. I mean, he's at junior middleweight. He started at 16, and now he's 30. Good weight classes, and then in 7 more years, he's going to be 37.
Yeah,
think about it.
But Troy, not to get in a back and forth debate, but if you think of yourself, you're older, right? So you're at the age where Canelo would be considered at the end of his career and around the time that he should be at heavyweight. And instead of you being at heavyweight, right, you're at a lighter weight than you were even fighting when you were active.
What do I eat though? See, that's the thing.
It don't
man.
matter.
Come
You
on,
don't
man.
know
You know
what
my
he
diet.
eat. You don't know what he eat.
Yeah, I know he ain't vegan.
Yes,
I
you
know
do.
if he was
He
vegan,
eats meat.
he would. he not vegan. If you not vegan, you
They
gonna
ain't gonna like
fluctuate
that.
up in weight.
They ain't gonna like that. What does he eat, Francis?
Pause. Austin Trout fought as high as 160. Now he fighting at 47. Why? All right.
Yeah,
Austin Trout about to fight my homie Luis Garcia from the Bay, from Richmond, California.
Tell Bud, give Austin Trout a shot, man. That would be the biggest name on his resume.
That would be great.
Hey, that's a good fight. Hey, and you know what? Now that you say that, Genius Ness, they might make that fight when Austin Trout beat my. If Austin Trout beat my man, they might say Luis Garcia. He from Richmond, California. He about to fight Austin Trout.
Garcia. Yo, Trout been beating a few Mexicans since he got with the Church Network.
Luis Garcia really a 40-pounder though. It's my man's. I'm not gonna front with you because I'll be sparring him and I'll be I'm gonna send you some sparring to me and Luis.
You wasn't touching him up. Don't be trying to say you touching him up now.
No, you know Luis Garcia is the sparring I sent you when I was in the Orange.
Oh.
That's Luis Garcia. Like, bro, I knocked him out in sparring before, and that's my man.
Why you putting him on blast? You trying to get a Joey DeWayne?
I mean, it ain't no blast, bro. It's just facts, my G. Like, it's sparring. Like, I'm done boxing.
Troy, you trying to get yours off?
Yeah, what happens in sparring stays in sparring, man.
Like, these is my, hey,
so
they
you
know
saying,
what it is.
So
These
you
my
saying,
young homies, bro. I'm grown, for real.
So you saying Austin getting a knockout?
I'm not saying Austin gonna stop him because Luis is very like you gotta know how he fight.
Yo, you disrespecting my man Trout. How the fuck?
No. I'm saying,
no. Let me
Luis,
finish. Let me finish. How you could knock out Luis in headgear with 16s or 20s, but you telling me Trout can't do it with 8s? Man, stop playing, man.
Because I'm a harder puncher than Trout at 47.
Oh, you disrespecting, bruh.
I'm not.
Yo, Troy,
Aaron Coley was in camp with Trout. He's not a known hard puncher, bruh.
No, listen, sparring is sparring. Until you get on that level, you cannot say you punch harder than Trout. Trout been punching dudes in the face on a high level.
Trout don't really be. How many knockouts Trout got?
Bruh, he knocked out Canelo, brother.
No. How many knockouts do Trout got?
Go knock out Canelo, brother, and then we had his
conversation. How many knockouts do he got?
He got more than Troy King.
No, how many he got?
More than Troy King.
I'm going off how many facts.
He got more than you. That is facts. More than you.
I mean, how many though? Tell me. Just tell me.
18 KOs.
What's his knockout percentage?
Oh man, 46%.
Asking you questions on BoxRec.
46%, man.
Yeah, my knockout percentage higher than his.
Oh my God!
If I would have fought longer than him, I would have had a higher knockout percentage. Because in 8 fights, I had 5 knockouts.
Yo, you acting delusional today. What's in the CMOS tea? How the fuck you gonna compare your percentage? How you gonna compare your percent? The caliber, yo, your first 5 fights and his first.
Listen, hold on. I've been in the ring with Amir Khan, bro. Amir Khan is not a hard puncher. With 16 ounces, it don't matter, Ness. I'm trying to tell you, like Ronnie Shields. With 16 ounces on, I know how he gonna be punching with 8s, because I've been punched by 8s before in a professional fight. So when you go in a professional fight and somebody hits you with 8s, you say, well, damn, this guy's not a hard puncher like that. I thought he might be punching hard because it's 8s, but he not. So when Amir Khan hits you with some 16s or some 14s, you can know, like, with 8s, he's not really going to be punching like that, bro. It's not that hard to tell.
Fight, man. Fuck all that. You got to take this Corey fight. You can't be talking about Austin Trout like that, man. You tripping. You got to take the Corey fight. Prove yourself.
Bro, I didn't say Austin was trash. I said he's not punching like that. You got to listen.
You said
he's not punching like that.
My man, you said you punch harder than Trout. And you said...
How is that hard to believe, bro?
And you said...
punch.
And you said... And you said your trajectory.
And I'm going to punch you, dog. And you're going to be like, you punch different to be little. I'm not that little, bro.
Bro,
like,
I ain't see Hank saying you punch different. And he ain't
bro,
even
Hank ain't gonna tell you that. But when we got done sparring, he said you throw very hard body shots, bro. Your body shots is different. Every nigga I sparred gonna tell you I can be punched, bro. I don't be punching. I don't just be pillow punching, bro. I'm a natural lefty.
You out of control is what you are, man. I want to see you fight Mitty. 160.
Bro, go on YouTube and watch me put people to sleep.
Doggy.
Why is that hard to believe, doggy?
Yo, that ain't the level of fighter Austin Trout fighting.
No, because I got niggas who fought them level of fighters and they be going tooth and nail with bums.
It don't matter.
You can't call them a bum until you knock their ass out, bro.
Triangle theories don't matter.
Like that.
Bums?
Triangle theories
don't
don't
look
matter.
like that, Ness.
Yo,
you had James Benitez real quick said, shout out to Troy with the 60% knockout percentage. I fool with you, but not the same level of comp as Trout.
Yo, go back to the top, man. Read from the top.
Exactly.
What was the one you left off at?
I left off at Ken Stone, where he said, Povetkin looking like Iron Mike with that combo. Carlito comes back and says, smoking.
I got it. You ain't Jamaican. Let me do it, man. I got it. Carlito's way with a 499-pound super chat that said, we smoking on Povetkin come Saturday. Fire off a bun to bomber clot.
Whatever.
Fire off your bun. What does that mean, champ? Fire off your bun.
Why it sound like fire coming out somebody's ass in that message? Somebody ate some hot wings or some shit. What the fuck?
I thought y'all was baking some bread, but
fire out the bun.
Gotta burn. Fire has to burn.
Yeah, you don't understand, man. It's all good.
So fire gotta burn. That's what you said?
No, that shit says.
All right. I thought you said buns.
That fire has to burn.
That shit says bun right there. That shit says bun.
Yes, because that's the terminology. You don't understand, man.
You got to.
That's the patois. That's one means burn.
You got to fix that shit up.
Because these dudes don't know. These dudes don't know when your woman get a bun. They don't understand when you get bun.
When you get bun.
When you get bun.
When you get the cheeks, right?
Fire out the bun. Meaning
that
your girl sleep with somebody else. That's what you mean you're getting bun.
Damn. See, y'all would totally fucking leave me clueless talking about me. I'd be like, what?
You know those guys who's okay with their girls with somebody else? Yeah, take bun, my dude. Yeah, take bun.
Yo, Big Nick.
You don't want that bun. You don't want that.
Yo, Big Nick just came for Troy. He said, Troy, Lovejoy, Lee.
Maybe take some fire emoji.
Got it.
Yo, he called you. He called you Maurice Lee
for so long. I done heard so much. But then when I be out and about, I never hear nobody ever comes up to me and be like, "Hey, blood, I want to get some work with you. Or I want to do this." No, the real boxers.
Corey wants some work. Corey wants some work with you.
Corey ain't even had a pro fight, so of course Corey wants some work with a pro. But come on, bro. Like, hey, people really be calling me, asking me for work, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all be really tripping on here, bro. Like, all right.
Yo, he said Troy Lovejoy Lee. That's an inside joke, man. That's Chris Lovejoy.
Yeah. Yo, did you get Lulia?
And Maurice Lee, though, dog. Maurice Lee.
You didn't get middies, did you?
How y'all gonna forget Maurice Lee?
Nah, I think we skipped Lulia Cashco.
No,
he said
that's
sustained.
next.
God's
That's
been
next.
treating me very well.
Right.
I'm healthy.
What does he mean?
Strong,
What does she or
and
he
not
mean by
spent out
sustained?
In Jesus' name.
What?
What does she or he mean by sustained? That was the super chat for
I don't know.
Yulia
It seems like a
Kashko.
court term. You know what I mean? A court term, like, you know.
Boxing expert
overruled,
comes
sustained,
through.
Your Honor. Right? What?
Sustained. Did y'all? This is boxing expert, by the way, guys. Super chat status. Did y'all know Canelo tiene una gatita llamada Charlita, and he has a fish nicknamed Big Fish? Y pronto va a tener un gypsy en su desk.
Yeah, all right. oh, Gypsy is Billy. I
Billy,
thought,
yeah.
No, because we talking Canelo and heavyweight. I'm like, damn.
I thought the same thing for a split second, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, now we got another one thing that Canelo can fight Fury and shit.
Translation is, did y'all know that Canelo has a little kitty cat called Charlita? And he has a fish named Big Fish. And pretty soon he's going to have a gypsy on his desk. Meaning, you know, he's going to have the head on the mantle, so to speak. Ken Stone comes in with the next one. Says, thankfully, Ness isn't a matchroom matchmaker. Usyk ruins Canelo's career. Gassiev can't hurt Usyk. Then Canelo will get walked down. Put him at 199.
Man, are you serious, bro? Gassiev doesn't nearly have the head movement or the athleticism of Canelo. And first of all, forget Gassiev, who hasn't even fought since then. Let's talk about fucking Chisora, who doesn't have not even the body, not the youth, not the knees, not the nothing of Canelo. And he was able to catch up to Usyk. You don't think the cutting, the dude that cuts the ring off, the best in the sport, is not going to cut the ring off on the running Ukrainian? Dude's a track star, bro, and his days are numbered. Canelo's going to take a scout. Believe that. I'm telling y'all, man. I've been saying that shit before these other dudes are saying it. Canelo.
I don't know. For sure, Fight came through and said, Ness, you crazy. Usyk will smoke Canelo.
Yeah. If smoke means to lose to Canelo, I get you for sure.
This beyond me.
Yeah, and I just been informed by the super producer that he's being told that Canelo pre-sale just sold 35,000 tickets and goes on general sale in an hour.
So it upped 15,000 from the 20 we were speaking about?
Because he's the gigante pecado.
Yeah, every time I play this song now, I got to cut it short.
Not big fish. He is the gigantic fish. You know what I'm saying? He's the fucking, the king of the jungle. Yo, YouTube.
They gonna have to send their best fighter for the champ.
YouTube sent $1 with no message. We got James Benitez that says, shout out to Troy. Oh, you said that.
Yeah, we at Midi. Coach Midi says, Troy, how many of the guys you KO'd didn't get paid out of your purse?
Hey, I don't know what that got to do with punching power, but I'm gonna say it one more time. My punch resistance. When I turn my body, hold on. When I turn my body, my nigga, like this, and let a left hand go, because Austin Trout's left-handed. When I jab, bang. When I throw a hook, bang. When I dig to the guts, bang. That shit is hard, bro. It don't matter who I fought, when I fought him. They're going to say, hey, bro, you punch harder than him. I'm not saying you're better than Austin Trout, but you punch harder. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, man.
I punch harder than Austin Trout.
I'm playing with Troy. Rolling with Troy. He might punch harder, but Trout might be better, man. I'm rolling with Troy.
Yeah, I like Trout got experience. I'm not saying that. But if we sparring and he hit me and I hit him, it's gonna feel different. He had welterweight, bro. I'm a welterweight. I can say I punch harder than Trout, bro. Like, come on. Like, I'm not saying I punch harder than Trout.
Nah.
I'm like, you know, Trout doesn't really have inside work either. He's a boxer.
Dog,
he can't get away from a left hand. Like, my man Sparring, they kicked my man out of camp because he was punching Austin Trout too hard. And he's not even a puncher. His name Aaron Coley, bro.
Yo, your power
he
don't
sparred
count.
Austin Trout.
What? Man, yo, oh man, I'm going to these super chats.
Yes, the part that's crazy is I'm talking facts. Like, all these people know Trout. Like, my man sparred Trout.
Dog,
he got kicked out of camp because he was punching on Trout too much.
That's what you don't
it's
get.
beyond me too.
Sparring don't mean shit. Sparring don't mean shit. You supposed to take your licks and bruises in sparring.
Hey, if that's the case, niggas wouldn't spar to get ready for fights.
Bruh, that's what, but you're not listening. I said sparring don't mean shit.
No, I am listening. Sparring means a lot.
No, you ain't
we
listening.
Can spar without headgear.
You ain't
we can
listening.
spar with 8 on.
You just
it don't matter how you spar. If you spar
talking.
me and you put on 8s with no headgear nest, I'm gonna hurt you.
Man,
it don't matter if it's sparring.
Listen,
I hurt people in sparring.
You supposed to hurt me. I'm 40 years old, and that's what you were supposed to do.
I'm 40 years old.
That's what you were supposed to do to the dudes that you
I'm
fought.
40.
But
I'm
you ain't
40.
doing that to the competition listen,
when I was in camp with these guys, I was still 10 years older.
I don't want to hear about camp
and I was damn near stopping them. It don't matter what they would have did. If they would have put us in a real fight, I would have stopped.
Listen to me. I don't want to hear about camp and 20-ounce gloves and bitch ball headgear. I don't want to hear about that. That shit ain't what we talking about.
That's what I'm telling you.
We talking about no gloves.
These niggas with the headgear with the bar. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If I hit you in 16s and you got a bar on and your knees is buckling, like my man Wolf, who fought on PBC and who fought Greatest Prescott, fought a lot of good fighters, Amir Khan. Like, if you wear a bar and I crack your ass and you buckle, if you put on 8s, that means I'm putting you to bed, bruh. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. All these guys is wearing bars. And I'm hitting them, bro, and they buckling. They cower on.
Troy.
It's 16 ounces, bro. 18 ounces.
Go get you a title shot. Did you fucking hurt Hank Lundy? Because that's what Mitty super chatted.
Yeah. I hit him with a straight left, and he nodded his head. And everybody in boxing know that mean you hurt him. Like, I hit him. He tried to come in with a shot, and I threw a straight left, and I kind of hit him in his neck area, and he was like, good shot. I mean, come on, bro.
Did he hurt you? Did he hurt you?
No, because he fight at 35. He doesn't punch like that. He put a lot of punches together. He don't be set to punch. He real crafty. Like, but I'm too big. Like, you see how wide I am compared to Hank? Like, bro, I'm big. I'm vegan, and I'm 150, bro. I'm 150 today.
Hey, Troy, man. Hey, Troy, man. So you saying
that stuttered.
So you saying you would have beat Paul Woolap? Go ahead.
I would have stopped him.
Man, I'm done, man. We moving on, man. We done, man. Yo, listen. You supposed to say that.
Said I'll stop somebody. What I'm supposed to say? I'll lose.
Nah, you supposed to say that. You better stop
I'll stop anybody in there, bro. I don't care, bro. I'm not about to say I'm gonna lose.
Stop
you
Corey.
Crazy?
Stop Corey. You running from Corey, man. You can't be talking about
I'm running. Listen,
you can't be
got
saying,
a pro fight, bro.
You can't be saying you hit harder than Trout. What you mean? Do you got a regional fight?
Ness, I fought in Mexico, bro.
That ain't regional.
And out here in Richmond.
Get you a regionally sanctioned fight.
I fought somebody with like 30 fights.
Trout had the
NABF.
Trout had the NABF. Trout had the WBA regular. Trout was the super WBA regular. Trout hurt Miguel Cotto, but you saying somebody ain't got no power and you got more power.
Miguel Cotto is 5'6", man. He's 5'6". He my man. I love him, but he's so little, bro. Like, I don't think y'all know how little Miguel Cotto. I got go on my Instagram, y'all, at Killertainment, and see if Miguel Cotto's real size. Because they offered me a fight with Yuri Foreman too.
Yo, listen, what is the name of the CMOS tee you got, man? I need that shit, man. You out here.
This is the 24 This is the black mamba sea moss. It's the purple sea moss. I mix it with the gold. I call it the black mamba moss. It's the purple and gold sea moss. You look it up on Instagram. The little 4-ounce bag is like $22, and then I buy the 16-ounce bag for like $21, and then I mix them together, and I call it the black mamba moss.
We got
we left off at Danny Ramirez. He said, "Did you see Lovejoy is out of retirement now?"
Yeah,
fire emoji, glove emoji.
He ain't out of retirement. He still got a contract with Don King till May, allegedly. And I'm sure when May comes, he's gonna give us a new excuse, man.
You saw the post, him comparing his retirement with Floyd's, undefeated. we both undefeated fighters. He had a picture of Floyd next to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Gus the Buzz.
Oh shit, he in the house. Gus the Buzz. Yo, Show Kid still flying high on his victory. Shout out to the IBO. Got his medallion. He says, "Chill, Troy. Doomy said 3 of those guys slipped. They doubted my power too." Border Wars 11. Salute, TBB. Triple fire emoji.
Yo.
Damn, Show Kid.
Mario got the wrong version of Show Kid. He done fucked up.
I'm trying to tell him, Show Kid's, he's on another level in terms of confidence. Like,
listen,
Show Kid ain't a fire flower.
They say They say when you become champ, you get like 80% better. He ain't champ, but he got ranked in the IBO, so like he's better, man. He feels better. He's talking like he's a fighter, and he gonna train like one, I'm sure. Look, Mario keep ducking the show. He don't want to hear that shit every day from Showkid. I'm telling you, Showkid better sign a backup fight. I'm just being honest at this point. Jordan Carter, my man Troy up early. Yo.
No.
My man Troy up early on the Hennessy. We need a Jordan Carter show soon. I want to spar Troy. I'm down to 230. Man, you way too heavy for Troy. What the hell?
Man, 230. That's like,
see?
Come get this Border Wars
even
smoke.
Heavyweights won't work with me, bro.
Yo, come get this Border Wars smoke, man. We got a Border Wars in Wisconsin. Need all that work, man. Not Oscar Will. What's his name? L.J. Walker, man. Smoke him out, Jay, man. Let's go. Kendrick, man. Let's go. We got Coach Middy. We went to that. We got Show Kid. He says, we talking about practice? Practice. How practice gonna make Troy hit harder? Yeah, Troy. He's saying you spar.
Because you actually have to practice accurate punches. Oh, it's boxing. It's repetition. You don't just see. That's what's wrong with some of the guys at Border Wars. They're scared to spar. They're scared to really train, and then they think you just show up and fight.
Yeah.
Like practice is serious, bro. Like who not practicing? That's why I know y'all.
But that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. You kept cutting me off.
You have to practice, bro.
No.
I did more than practice. I actually competed. I put my bread up to get scraps. Like I lost my eye to scrap. Like I wasn't playing. Like I've been in there with some real people that'll stop you. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, it's not a joke like people think it is.
But that's what I was trying to tell you.
I've been all through the Floyd gym. I done been in there with Bellows. He still be knocking people out, bro. He fought at 68. And Bellows was like, hey, bro, you really got some power on you. That's my man. Shout out. Man, you know what? Bro, keep thinking it's a game. Like, you put somebody one of these amateurs in there with me, it's gonna be bad, bro.
Now
the ambulance better be ready. The medical better be ready. The referee better be ready. They better have that towel to be able to throw it in.
Because it's what I keep saying. You just keep cutting me off. It don't matter how you look in Spawn. You supposed to take your licks in Spawn. Floyd got black eyes in Spawn. It don't matter. You go through that in Spawn so you don't do it in the fight. So you learn what not to do in the fight.
So now what?
Bruh, they not on the level of Austin Strauss.
No, listen, bro.
Not even the first 5.
My first 8 fights is like Austin Trout's first 8 fights,
they not.
Bro.
No, they not.
Everybody fight bums when you're in your first.
I know.
Fights, bro.
I know his.
You're a bum. Fuck that. Ain't no fucking bums.
I know his first, few fights are, not great, but he still fought. His first fight was still a 14-44 dude.
No, and my 5th fight was a 14.
But that's your 5th. 30. But that's your 5th.
That's only 5.
That's your 5th. That was his first. Do you see the difference? That was your 5th. That was his fucking first. He went in there with like a 60-fight vet, man. Knock it off.
How many amateurs does Austin Shaw have, blood? Like, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Like, he had like 200 Emmys. I had 12 amateurs. I wasn't even supposed to fight a guy with 30-something fights, bro. Like, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
If you don't want to listen to me,
Put some respect on Troy's name, man.
No, if he don't want to be,
I had 12 amateurs, bro. I started boxing at 27 years old.
I don't want to hear that sob story. If you don't want to be compared to Trout, stop comparing yourself to Trout. Now,
I didn't say I was better than Trout. I said I punched harder than Trout.
That's a comparison.
That's not a fictitious. That's not a fictitious thing to think, bro. I didn't say I can beat him in a fight. I said I punched harder than Trout.
It's gaugeless unless you have a common opponent. Having a common sparring partner doesn't say that.
Listen, having a common sparring partner means something, bro. Curtis Stevenson said, "Listen, I've been in there with Canelo. I've been in there with Golovkin. Canelo can punch, bro." Curtis Stevenson said that. He said, "I didn't fight Canelo, but I sparred him with 16 ounces on. The man can punch, and I've been." Golovkin feel like.
Make sure you're on Ether, not Wi-Fi.
You on that Wi-Fi? You on that Wi-Fi, man?
Yeah, so you don't get cut up. Edwin Solano said that Mamba making him feel like Kobe in boxing. They want the Mamba T, champ.
The Mamba T.
Yeah, I didn't even know they had black Simos.
Yo, so we gotta go to Carlito, who says in the UK with the £2 super chat. After the show, go back and listen to yourself. Crazy emoji.
Yeah. Yo, Alex, that's a fool.
How many pro fights he got?
You know he messing with Troy, man.
Coach Rivera says.
That shit too funny.
What the fuck? Coach Rivera said, he vegan, you want to KO him? Hit him with the plátano. Yeah, what the fuck? Plátano's a vegetable, but I don't know. I guess because I'm the one debating.
Can you just say pause? Can you just say pause?
Nah.
For me one time, because that just sounded pause worthy.
Nah, that's Spanish. That's Spanish, man. Nah.
You know the Spanish.
I don't know what a platano is, so I'm gonna just say pause.
It's a plantain, man. You get them in a Chinese
Exactly.
store.
That's what I'm saying. Pause.
Why? Plátano is Spanish. That's the real word. Plantain, some fucking American shit they had to make up for y'all to understand. That ain't the real word.
Hey, Nas, say what dude say it again.
I'm done. My G-Man,
Exactly.
my G-Man who eats plátanos because he's Dominican too.
I'm not eating the platano from dude. Pause.
Troy walking out of He said Troy walking out of spawn like Jerry Forrest. Yeah, that's right, Troy. Yo.
Jay's crazy for that one.
He said he walking out like Conor McGregor.
Nah, because remember when Jerry Forrest, when he got the draw with Jalal J, he like, yo, give me AJ.
I'm ready.
Troy walking out the gym like, yo, give me Trout. I spar Eric Coley. Fuck that.
I spart a lot of champions.
Hey, Troy.
In the gym and
no,
shit.
fuck that.
Nah, but you get an idea,
no,
man.
Y'all trying to play my man Troy.
We clowning no Troy, but there is a.
No, I want a shot at motherfucking Damani Rock because I sparred Polite Coffee. Fuck
that wasn't sparring.
Fuck that.
You
Fuck
sparring,
that. I sparred him. I want a shot. Hey, Damani, I'm lying. I'm lying. Damani, I'm lying, Damani.
He said y'all moved around. That's.
I'm lying, Damani. I don't want a shot. I'm lying. But yo, that's what Troy's saying, man. That's what Troy's saying, man.
He said that wasn't sparring. That's y'all was moving around,
All right,
man.
well, what about me and Sean? I hit Sean with the hardest right hand till date. Ain't nobody ever hit Sean the way I hit Sean Porter. What? Shit on tape?
I sparred Sean Porter twice, man.
You ain't go as many rounds as me. How many rounds you did with Sean?
The first time I did one.
That's it right there. That's it.
Hold on, let me finish. The second time I did two because his dad cut the sparring.
No, he said I did one and you was an amateur. I ain't even an amateur. And I did 3 straight with Sean. Man, I'm done, man. We moving on, man. Not even an amateur.
You is turned today.
I got that Seymour's coffee. It's that Seymour's coffee you sent me, baby. He out here thinking, yo, he said he got more power than Austin Trout. I'm hitting harder than Mike Polite coffee out this bitch.
Hey, dog. Austin Trout, they really don't be punching. Like, he's really not a puncher.
Dog, he arguably, outside of Pacquiao, probably the only one to beat the shit out of them that bad. Not even Floyd. Floyd got bloody. You tripping today, man. You tripping. Floyd got bloody.
Austin Trout is not a hard puncher. I'm so sorry. It's nothing you gonna say to make me believe you're a hard puncher.
You right.
He doesn't display the attributes.
Listen, take the Corey fight. We gonna turn Corey pro because you inactive. Just hear me out. You inactive. We gonna turn Corey pro. You gonna fight him as an 0-0 fighter. That's right up your alley. So you can't even talk shit no more. He don't gotta have a pro fight because some of the dudes you fought ain't have a pro fight. So boom, we turn Corey pro. You get that one fight with Corey because it's gonna be hyped up right here. BPE Network, YouTube. We gonna get it up. And the whole thing is to drive a fight between you and Trout because you at 147. He trying to get the 147 because you talking bananas. You talking bananas.
Once again,
are you trying to get Troy kicked out of his house, man? Are you trying to get Troy kicked out? Troy ain't fighting to get. What's wrong with you?
Bruh, he cannot.
If it's over 60, yeah, she said I could. She said if it's over 60 racks, I could. But my dude, I ain't gonna say my dude Garcia again.
Nah, you ain't getting 60 on that network. But we could get you like 15, man. Maybe, because you've been inactive. So stop even outpricing yourself after you talked all this shit about Trout, because he will sleep you, man.
I'm not. Those are not my prices. Those are my wife's prices.
Exactly. So listen, I'm good at this. Let me try and get you the best I can. But we got to get that Corey fight to get you in. You ain't active. And you ain't even had a fight in America. This is going to be your first fight in America. Matter of fact,
I had a fight in America. I fought in Richmond, California, bro, against Alfredo Lugo, who fought Adrian Broner, Danny Garcia, Terrell Williams.
You should come back on this card, man. You can't even act like. How many people was in attendance for that card in Richmond? What was the capacity?
It was a lot because it was at the Richmond Auditorium.
What's the capacity?
What's the co-main event.
What's the capacity?
I don't even know. I don't know, but it's a big auditorium. I fought there in the amateurs too when I was out here.
Under 500?
Probably 500. I want to say it's a pretty.
We got a 500 seat venue. We got a 500 capacity venue. And we got, smoke machine. We could play your ring walk music. What you want? Some Nate Dogg? You in the Bay out there? You in the West Coast?
He better lay low.
You better play some Cameron. I get it in Ohio, bro.
Let's go. So let's work out the details. So will you want to walk out first? You want to walk out first, or you want him walking out first?
Ness, you're a great salesman, bro. Because you're just trying to lead me into something.
No, listen.
What? Into an opportunity. That's what's wrong.
First of all, if you win, you ranked in the IBO. You know they sponsored us. We gonna get you fully equipment. I know you got your own, but it never hurts to have new. You could then donate that new equipment to one of your fighters. We're sponsored by Bravus in the UK, so you have a brand new, sexy, sleek Bravus, waist protector. You'll have a brand new Evercool Everlast headgear and brand new 16-ounce Everlast gloves to rock and roll. And that's just the beginning. Like, we ain't even start. Like, we still, how many days we got left, Francis? Listen, we don't even got a main event, man. You and Corey could be the main event. I could put your face on the flyer, the treatment you deserve, man. We could sell it as the self-proclaimed bigger puncher than Trout, facing the self-proclaimed Border Wars pound for pound. Let's fucking do it, man.
Troy, what's your?
I would never let you play me like that.
Troy, what's your IG again, champ?
Play you how? What you mean?
At Killertainment.
All right.
At Killertainment. KILATAINMENT. Or at Corno de Chivo with a K. Do you know how to spell Cuerno de Chivo?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Cuerno de Chivo.
Cuerno de Chivo. Hey, why would they call me that?
Because
no
you
clue.
fights, man, and you a dog.
No clue.
Call you the GOAT.
Oh, what is a Cuerno de Chivo?
It's a goat. It's a
No, the real Cuerno de Chivo.
The goat's horn.
The real Cuerno de Chivo is a chopper, bro. They say it's a goat's horn, but it's slang for a chopper.
So you saying
Like,
you yapper?
That's why he gave me the name. My man from Mexico was like Cuerno de Chivo when I was hitting the reflex bag, and I'm like, what that mean? And he was like, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, because the horn of a goat hang down like the clip on a chop. That's why they call it a Cuerno de Chivo.
So you a chopper?
Yo, dog. Corey will chop your ass, man. He fought a dude that was motherfucking. Did you watch the fights? Hold on. Did you watch the fights? Because you be acting busy when it's time to download the app and see Corey in action. Did you watch the fights?
I only watch old school boxers. I don't watch these new guys.
So
why would I need to watch him?
Because you supporting TBV. Like, oh shit, Ness and them got signed to a network. Let me see what they did for them. Let me see how different Border Wars look.
Absolutely right. I was wrong. You're right.
But you running from that Corey smoke, so you like, let me not even look at young cousin, see how good he is, because I don't even want to be intimidated by that skill, that speed, that skill and that speed, that ability to change the way he fight. First of all, he fought his first fight with Donnell completely different from the second fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, his accuracy is bananas, and we know his power fucking real. He almost dropped the heavyweight that day. So we know that power real. He had that. First of all, Doomy could have called that fight off. You need to go watch it just so you can see how glossy my man Oz is, and Doomy ain't stopped that fight. Thankfully, he didn't, because, you know, my man Winston went on to look like, you know, he recovered pretty fast. You know, I guess it's the youth, you know, but, you know.
I cannot find Troy on my IG. What the hell? It's at Killertainment,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, what's your name? What's your name? I'll find you because you don't know how to work this.
Alex Doomsday Line. It's not because I'm putting in Killer, Killa.
See, I told you it's just one L.
It's
one L, bro.
Yeah,
we
got super.
I ain't even had to do. I just put Killer and you popped up, bro. I'm already following you.
Yeah, I'm out here.
We got super chats. We got super chats. Did y'all go to Eric Cruz?
Nah. We got to get it from Eric Cruz.
Let me take it from my Gene bed. We went to James Benitez. Troy, that guy with 30 plus fights had 23 losses, bruh. I think you probably damn good. Let him finish his super chat, champ. He said, I think you probably damn good, but Trout another level. So he's still giving you a compliment. Chill.
No, and I'm saying that I never said I could beat Trout. I'm just a harder puncher. That's all. I'm just a harder puncher.
Can we move on by you saying you think you a harder puncher?
No, because I know I am.
You tripping, man. Tripping over your own feet, man. Eric Cruz in Dallas-Fort Worth says, should feeling like he could hurt Austin Trout. What? Should feeling like he could hurt Austin Trout.
Yeah, he's sure feeling like he could hurt Austin Trout.
Oh, do you think he put sure?
I didn't even say I could hurt Austin Trout. I just said I can punch harder. I'm gonna say it one more time.
That's why. Listen, Troy, don't say it one more time and listen to me. That's why we need to get you back active, because the internet is gonna change. This is gonna get to the ears of Trout, and it's gonna be like, yo, I'll come out of retirement and knock Trout out. That's how Trout gonna get this. That's how it go. By the time it get to him, this shit done changed.
Trout's an intelligent man.
I believe so. I believe so. You know why? Because he sponsored Border Wars before, so that makes him intelligent right there in itself. He sees the vision. But I believe that he's intelligent for many other reasons, you know. But that doesn't mean that he can't get some information and feel some type of way, man. But if we get you this Corey fight, you back active. You back active. We got Edwin Solano that says the Mamba making him feel like Kobe in boxing. Okay.
Tell him.
I'm just here to entertain y'all from my man Ness. It's early in the morning over here. I have my tea. I'm hitting my churros right now in the official bamboo leaf. You know what I mean? Are you not entertained, my G? Come on, get entertained one time. You know what I mean? Shout out to Austin Trout. He about to get back, see how he feeling at welterweight against my man Luis Garcia. I wish both men good luck. Luis is really trying to put it together right now so he can get some work with me for the Austin Trout fight. You got to come with that bread. Like, I ain't just out here sparring for free.
Here you go. So now, because you think you hit harder than Trout, you think you the perfect work for a guy getting ready for Trout. Yo, you out of control, man. I see you, though.
I'm just saying, I sparred somebody who sparred Trout before, and, like, I know Trout not really his. I'm just putting it like this because it might sound better for the people. Trout's style is not derived on punching people hard. His style is derived on classic boxing, flicking the jab, head movement, putting punches together, combinations. You know what I mean? My style is derived on staying close and digging down to the gut so I can hit you with short shots, so I can stop you. That's my style. Like, that's why I like to watch Canelo. But then I also can box too, because you watching me, you said I got a good double jab left hand, and I got like a Floyd style, but I could fight like any guy because I was from Ohio, so they box. But then out here, you know, it's a lot of Mexican brothers, so you got to learn how to neutralize that style, and you can box all day, but you're not going to get better. So I already got inside work because I'm a short fighter, so that just helped it. So now I got more than one. So I'm trying to give my man some work so he can be in there surviving against Trout and get some good work. You know what I mean? I don't mean it to even say it like that, like he's going to be surviving, but, you know, it's probably going to be like a 10-round fight. Like, my man has been 8 rounds before, maybe 10, but on that level, man, Trout is good, bro. Like, I'm not saying I'm better than Trout, but if I'm sparring him for the whole camp, he's not gonna be worried about actually getting hurt by Austin Trout.
Man, you better worry about not getting hurt by Austin Trout when he all this shit you talking about. You out here playing it like Austin Trout got pillow hands. He gonna put them pillow hands all over you, man. You better get active again. Listen, we got some super chats. Troy out here. I'm about to call Austin, man. They up in Las Cruces already. My man out here tripping. I won't call Austin because he gonna tell you that you ain't ranked and that you ain't even active. You know, so you need to get active and ranked. Davidian in Buffalo Falls, $5 super chat says, "Hey, what up?" No. Why? See, I'm dyslexic.
Hey, what's good? The Boxing Voice family. Troy, what else did you put in your sea moss drink? Damn, that sea moss must be special.
I put Blue Lotus tincture in there. Blue Lotus tincture.
Yeah, he had the wow emoji, no smoking emoji, X'd out emoji. But damn, what is that? Lotus? Isn't that the flower?
Yeah, it's 2 different types of Blue Lotus. You know what I mean? When you take them, it calms your nervous system and also have a slight psychoactive effect, and it helps you. It helps you with your dream state. So if you know anything about meditation, when you meditate, you're in a sleep-wake-like dream state.
Lucid.
You still in a dream state. You still in a dream state, dreaming you could beat Austin Trout.
I set myself up for that, and I knew that was coming, and I just took it. I rolled with the shot.
Rolling with the punches, champ.
Yo, we about to have Coach Xavier Miller on. I'm trying to text back and forth with him. He called into the wrong Skype, so
let me hit the rest of these super chats. Texas Scratch King says, I see hate. Boxers compare sparring partners' power in sparring all the time. And that's true. I mean, you know, there's a comparison that can be made. You know, like if I have the same sparring partner as you, you know, the sparring partner, you know, that's
why you get hard punching sparring partners, Alex. Like, so you can take the punches of a guy when you get into a fight. And I'm saying that to say, like, I'm just saying that to say, when you sparring and you get ready for a fight.
Hey, Troy, I'm sorry to cut you, my brother. I got all love, man. We got Coach Xavier Miller.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
and he only got 15 minutes for us. Coach, man, how you been, man? Dylan looking nice and slim, man. He looking like, you know. He said you guys working on angles. He said the weight came off without even trying. It was just the work you guys were putting in, so it wasn't like a weight loss by design. Talk to us, man. He looks definitely in better shape for sure.
Yeah, I don't think the camera's working though.
No, it's working now. Everything's good. We see you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you know, honestly, it's just it's been really good work, man. You know, and the addition of Harold Knight's been great as well. You know, because the fight got delayed, I got a bit more time to spend with Harold Knight, and obviously, you know, his work with Lennox Lewis, working alongside Manny Stewart. You know, it was great because I've had to basically move out to Portugal. I've had to leave my whole team behind at my gym because not everyone's in a position where they can afford to just drop work and say, you know what, I'm going to be a full-time coach. You know, so these guys have got work and so on. So, and a lot of those guys are my seconds, you know, with my strength conditioning and so on. But we've managed to build a really good team out in Portugal. So yeah, everything's gone really well. And yeah, just listen, I'm just eager to get in there now with all the delays and so on and so forth. You know, it's fight time, man. Just can't wait to get in there.
Xavier, seeing you know the pictures. We're just this is Alex Doomsday right now, man.
Alex, what's going, Alex? What's going, Alex?
What's going on, Champy, man? Listen, man, I'm liking the way he's looking right now. When I say he, I mean Whyte. He looked trimmed down. You know, we spoke about so many game plans and what adjustments he should have made or what he should make for this fight, but just off the physical, man, it looks like he's ready to, you know, to be in there moving and grooving. How's that been for him with, you know, shedding off that extra love handles?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've had a different set of sparring partners again for this camp, and like I say, you know, it's just about building. You know, we've had more time with each other, you know, to gel. And you know, everything just feels right, and we as a team, we just want to get in there and just perform. I mean, you know, the first fight was a hard loss to take because of the way the fight was going. But honestly, all the credit, I always give all the credit to the fighter because they're the ones that got to get in shape, get back in the gym, come back from a defeat like that, have that strong mindset to say, I need this rematch, I need to right the wrong. So all credit to Dillian Whyte, and yeah, he's done a good job.
Coach X, what's going on, man? It's Francis here in the building.
Yes, Francis, what's going on?
Big up yourself. Hold on.
Murderer! Murderer!
You already know. Tell Dylan why we rocking with him all the way from Canada, man, and TBV family for sure. Not everybody, but that's okay. You know, can you do me a favor and just dispel the notion of Dillian Whyte not being able to make any adjustments just with the way he got knocked out, with the uppercut that he got hit with? People felt like it can happen again based on him not making any adjustments. Because I know, you understand that he can do it. He can more than do it. He can more than make the adjustment. Matter of fact, he about to do it so much more nasty this time around to make sure people forget about what happened the first time. But for those who don't believe it, can you break it down?
You know, obviously the easiest response to that is tune on Saturday and watch and see what's going to happen. You know, we've been in camp for a while, so obviously in camp you work on different things. You know, it's strange that everyone just keeps highlighting one thing, but listen, there's a lot of different things coming at you in a boxing ring. You can't just focus on one thing. That's not what coaches do. You know, you're trying to make your fighter a more well-rounded fighter. You know, I think the idea of me being brought in was good for Dillian because obviously I've run my own amateur club for years. So, you know, a lot of those fundamentals, you know, we try and implement them and work on those, as well as obviously we know Dillian has beaten good guys at the highest level. So it was finding that mix, and yeah, I think, listen, we've done a good job, and like I said, all respect to Dillian because at the end of the day, you know, he's the fighter and he's got to make those adjustments, make those changes, and he's done that.
Hold on.
Can you speak on the
before you go real quick? I want to ask the fitness. Everybody's saying Dillian Whyte fades as the rounds go by. How is the fitness with this camp?
It's never been a question for me. You know, Dillian is a worker. He's a high volume worker for a heavyweight. He works. You know, he works. Dillian's always good. Obviously, the only fight where he wasn't in great shape was obviously the Maris Whyte fight, but everyone knows the situation there. You know, he only had 2 or 3 weeks notice for training. So listen, like I said, Dillian is up at this level because that's where he should be, and we need to get this victory on Saturday, and that's all we're really focused on.
You know, we talk a lot about the physical training and the preparation, but I want to know more about the mental preparation. I know this time around there might be even a little more pressure on him, you know, to make this a win. Can you tell us about, as a coach, how you know, mentally prepare your fighters? I know that at that level they've done it a million times. You know, it's sort of nothing new, but, you know, with the WBC mandatory position and him, you know, even stating that, you know, they better recognize me, especially if I win. How's the mental preparation and you know, and how does that affect you in a way as a fighter?
Just in general, Dillian's a very hard man, a very strong man. You know, he's built for this. You know, as soon as that first fight ended, I need that rematch. You know, he was just saying it to everybody. So, you know, this is what we need more in boxing, these guys to get in and fight top guys. You know, fight top guys, and, you know, we like rematches, you know, we like trilogies. This is boxing. You know, this is what we need.
They said that to me yesterday, and they called me crazy when I was like, yo, we want somebody that's going to get beat up or knocked out or whatever the case may be, get up, talk shit, and want to run it back. But no, you know, Dillian Whyte, there's not a lot like Dillian Whyte with that type of heart, man, that type of, like, you know, balls. Pause.
Yeah, at least he's getting in with these guys. And this is what we need. You know, otherwise boxing will fade if we don't get fighters with his mentality. This is what we need. He doesn't duck no faith from nobody, and that's what, people can say whatever they like, but he's a real fighter, and that's why I was very happy to be working with him. You know, when I got the call, of course I was excited. You know, he's a good fighter, good guy. You know, it's what we need.
Maximum Violence. This time around, you know, we know that you know, he came in with that attitude in the first fight, and it was working hella good. I mean, we only remember the punch that landed on Whyte, but, you know, Povetkin fell for an uppercut too. He was open for that uppercut as well. Just going into this fight, is there a specific without giving up the game plan, obviously, right? But what were some of the most important things that you worked on with these new sparring partners that came in?
Yeah, I can't go into details about what we're doing in camp. I actually never speak about what goes on in camp.
Absolutely okay too.
I think respectfully, the best way to answer that is that obviously some adjustments had to be made, and that's only based logically off the first fight we didn't win. So you've got to go back and do something a little bit different. So, you know, that's what we are.
Are you able to speak on who the sparring partners was?
Were?
No, we'll catch up about that stuff after. It's not
all right. Hey, fair game. I know.
Let's just say we had a really good mix. I would say from the time I've been involved, this is the best set of sparring partners so far. That's what I would say.
You know,
Coach, that's something I'm excited about. You know.
Damn,
sorry, Ned, go ahead. I've been hard. Go ahead, Ned.
Y'all gonna let me ask something to the man? Damn. Listen,
what's going, Nesta?
What's going on, man? Thank you first and foremost for coming on, man. We appreciate you. I know it's very busy.
It's been a crazy day, you know. But I always said to you, if I get a chance, obviously, you know, you guys are always respectful towards me when I come on. So I'd always bless you, man.
No, man, thank you, and I feel like you've blessed him because this is a big moment in the career of Dillian Whyte, and that's one of the biggest fighters. And, you know, you taking out the time, we truly appreciate it. Now, we were going back and forth and rewinding the actual punch. And Troy seems to believe that Povetkin set him up for that throughout the night by trying to land the overhand right, which made Dillian try to slip that right over and over, but leaning his head too much. I think at the time of the the left uppercut landing, Dillian wasn't, you know, leaned over or his head past his front foot or anything like that. And he even was able to bring back that right hand when he threw the right hand after the jab. But it seems like he went to block the body shot, and Povetkin, you know, instead, it looked like it could be a body shot, I guess, from the talk, but then, you know, Povetkin came up the middle. Have you guys discussed it? And when you replayed it, what did you think? But was that like the issue? That he was avoiding the right hand, or was it just a punch? That slipped in and you get caught. It's the heavyweight division.
I'd give credit to Povetkin for finding a punch like that. Like I said, he was in a lot of trouble, and he had to find something. He found it. It's not just obviously as you're watching Povetkin throughout his career, it's punches that he likes to throw. You're studying guys. Every boxer's got a pattern. This is and listen, and he found it. He found it. Give credit to him. But we're gonna run it back tomorrow, and then we'll see what happens.
Hey, Coach, I want to ask you something real quick. I know you don't have a lot of time, but
that's Troy in it. Troy. He's a good fighter, Troy. Respect to him. Good fighter.
Hey, bro, I really appreciate that, man, because they are here on my behind, bro.
We jumped on Troy this morning.
Listen. I know boxing. Like I said, the guys that I watch are guys that most people don't usually talk about. Like Raheem, who beat Eric Morales. These kind of guys, the skill set they had. They had a high IQ, and Troy talks boxing. He knows boxing, and fighters. When you come from a certain background and you've been around different gyms, you know what you're looking at, and so that's why I say respect to him. But
respect to you, bro. Real talk.
It takes years. It takes years to build fighters. You're going to get a chance to see one of them. First fight on the night will be Yusuf Kamari v. Kane Baker. That's a guy that's been with me since he was 16.
Just about to ask you about that. There you go. Anyway, that was my question. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be a good fight because Kane Baker just likes a war. He's just going to come forward. So we'll see how Yusuf handles that. But yeah, he's got his chance because he signed. Dillian signed him. Dillian managed him. He's seen the talent in Yusuf. So we're gonna start the night and then we're gonna end the night. And that's what we want.
That's the other. I want to ask you something as well. Too. You talked about, me being Jamaican, I understand from coming from the roads, what it means to be hard. When you say a hard man, it's the stuff that you've been through, that you've seen with your eyes and whatnot. But at the same time, being a hard dude has such a big heart. You understand? How much opportunities have Dillian Whyte given fighters to pursue their dreams or to even stop doing what they're doing, to get an opportunity to make money to take care of their families? Like, talk a little bit about that. Like, a lot of fighters, and you don't see fighters out here opening the doors for other fighters. They keep it real.
Listen, I'm so glad that you've mentioned that because again, Dillian has come, from a hard background. He's had to do everything the hard way. He's had to do it the hard way. He's developed a style and he's been successful with it, and he is a box office fighter. He understands where he's come from, and he's helped guys in a similar position to where he was. He hasn't taken guys that are through the GB system and the top amateurs and won this, won that. He's taken guys that have come the hard way, had to sell tickets. He understands the grind, and respect him for that as well. I mean, he's got Chris. Obviously, he manages Chris Congo. He's in the show. Fabio Wardley, he's on the show. So he's got another guy, Eric Pfeiffer. Again, he's going to be fighting Nick Webb. He's managed by Dillian. So Dillian's got a good mix of fighters, and he knows how to manage fighters well because obviously he's seen it and done it. So again, on that's a different subject, but respect him again because not enough fighters are doing it. To be honest with you,
and that's very important, man. That I'm just gonna keep it 100. That another black man is doing that because when you see a black man do something like that, all people wake up. Because you don't really see that on a daily basis. So by him reaching out, grabbing guys that are like him, like me, who had to pay to fight. They want you to sell these tickets. Some of these fights, when you coming up, man, you don't even get paid. And you got to go to the doctor.
And this is what I'm saying. I mean, listen, the promoter will tell you, you've got to pay in a certain amount of money. And if you're short with ticket sales, you've got to go to the bank and go and make up the rest of the money. These guys don't understand this coming up. And that's why I say it's you talk about this coach and that coach and that coach, but they don't understand what I've seen because I've been in it so long. Obviously, you see me now because I've got an established fighter, but there's thousands of coaches like me that have to deal with these sort of situations all the time. And, the very few get a lucky break. But, again, you have to be in it to win it. And when you put in the work, then, opportunities will come. Dillian has signed fighters that are willing to really work hard and really want it.
Shout out to Coach Mitty. He wanted to send some love
to
Mitty. Coach X. He was the one that asked a question about Yusuf Kamari. Wanted to talk a little bit about him. So shout out to Coach Mitty. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I gotta go. I appreciate all you guys. It was good fun today. I love to be the butt of jokes. It's a humble place for me sometimes, and and it's all good, man. Hey, Alex, my man Francis, And then Nance, and hey, bro, shout out to you, man. I need your Instagram so I can follow you, man. Some of these people, I don't even know if they know who I am. I'm just trying to, be a godly man every day. That's all I'm trying to do, bro. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all. I got to train some clients on the Zoom. God bless y'all, man. Alhamdulillah.
All right.
Bless.
Coach, man, so what do you think about Fabio?
Molina. That's a good fight.
Taking on Eric Molina, the drummer boy.
I feel like he's gonna.
It's a good fight.
I feel like he's gonna get the win for sure. But I find myself asking like, how good would he look since the obvious barometer is there. Wilder and AJ have both fought Molina. Hrgovic has fought so many people, so it's hard not to compare.
Yes, yeah.
How do you think he looks?
Yeah, I mean, Fabio's been around. I've seen Fabio sparring as well. So, if Fabio's a good guy, well-spoken, and he's got a good punch on him, and he's exciting to watch. So, we'll see what happens. Obviously, Molina's got a lot of experience, and obviously, until you get in there, you've got to feel somebody out and figure your way. Which that's going to be the test for him, really. One thing you can't buy is experience. Molina's got a lot of experience, so you've got to go in there and prove that you can deal with somebody with that kind of experience.
Now, I mean, as a trainer, you might choose, specific words to use or not use. But I'm not a trainer, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Molina. But I feel like he has the button to be pushed to give up. If you push him the right way, he'll look for a way out. If that makes sense. Can you see?
Yeah,
that?
I know what you're saying. Yeah, one of my sayings, my regular sayings is, to me, as I was brought up, you have to earn the right to knock somebody out, which means you've got to be doing the right things to earn the right to get rid of them, to get them out of there. So if Fabio does the right things, he will get him out of there. If he doesn't, it's going to be a little bit more tricky, a bit more difficult. But at the end of the day, listen, we need a W. And that's for all these fighters on this card. We need to move forward, progress to the next level. We need a W. So as long as Fabio wins, then he's in the conversation again, isn't he? But if he doesn't, we've got a problem. So we just need first and foremost a W, and then you want to look good.
I think he's gonna win in pretty good fashion too. His athleticism is very nice, man. He's
smart, man. He calculates really fast to me. His adjustments, it makes it really quick. Like he goes from throwing soft to hard. Like he kind of throws soft to figure it out, and when he realizes he can land it, he lets the power go, and it surprises people. By then, you're on your back. You know what I mean? Yeah. You're probably scrambling to figure out what the hell happened.
And he is relaxed. Even as a character, he's relaxed, and he takes that into the boxing ring, which is key. You need that. When he's ready for him to be explosive, he's explosive.
So you've seen him sparring and stuff, but we see him in pictures with some of these other heavyweights, Dubois, Johnny Fisher, even Dillian. He looks like, I ask myself, is he undersized? You see him up close. I haven't had the opportunity to meet him. Do you? I mean, not that you train him. I'm just saying you've seen him hopefully up close. Do you think he's undersized, or is he a good size for the heavyweight division?
He's taller than Molina.
I think it's a good size because he can bring that. He brings that speed with him, and he's explosive and he can hit hard. So yeah, I think if you're good enough, you're big enough. And at the moment, he's good enough.
Yeah, I actually thought he was going to be a smaller guy than Molina, but
he's not a small guy.
He's taller.
No, he's
taller
tall,
than Molina.
but he just seems like frame is
yeah, I know what you mean.
Thinner.
I know what you mean. He's not a stick set as some of the other heavyweights, but you know what? Sometimes listen, you have to make that build work for you, and he makes it work for him.
Yeah,
he's a pretty young guy. He's gonna grow into that, man.
He's also fitter than those other guys. Dubois looks
bulky.
Even Johnny looks full.
I think his frame can hold a. I think his frame can hold a good conditioning workout. When he gets a little bit older, when he starts to put on the muscle, he's gonna look a little bit different. He's not gonna look as bulky, and that he's gonna have that slender, shredded, quick power. Hit you quick, boom, knock you out.
I mean, you make up for it in speed.
Yeah. Yes.
And speed is power. So if your punch placement is right, Worley's going to be very successful, man. His 10th fight. 10 fights in. Is this the most experienced guy that he's fought?
Absolutely.
Molina?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah,
By
he's
far.
been in with the highest names. Yeah.
It's a
In
step
your
up.
opinion, is this the right time to jump into this?
I would say it's the perfect time.
Yes, especially with Molina, it's a safe fight. Like
Hey, Coach,
he's just.
It's
gotta
crazy
have
because
more
I
dog.
feel otherwise. I feel like Molina
No, he
can
can
present
punch.
problems.
Remember, Molina hurt Areola about 10 years ago, and nobody expected that, but Areola turned around and got him out of there. And that's what I believe is necessary for a guy like Molina. You just have to have a little bit more dog than him, and he's like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah. Hey, Coach Xavier, I wanted to ask you a question. Give us a take from this bubble to the first bubble. What's the difference? Like, what's the difference?
Oh, there's no crowd for this?
He's on frozen mode right now.
Oh, shit, he froze.
Frozen.
That means our 15 minutes is up.
Damn, Coach, you went sub-zero on us.
Oh, there you go.
back.
You got a call.
Oh, yeah.
He
He
outed us. It's like, yo, I'm out, Francis. Your question was whack.
He said X gonna give it to you.
6'5", according to. Ooh, 6'5" is big though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had it in my head that he was a smaller guy, but his height is there. He's 6'5", dude. The guy's not small. But I was just curious about that. Is it the right time to jump in there with Eric? And I've always seen Eric Molina have problems with big guys. I mean, Areola wasn't big, but when I start to see what Ness calls that faltering, if the guy's punching a little too much or too hard. But I don't know if Worley can establish some power in the early rounds. He could put Eric into a timid mode where he might start second guessing himself. But I don't know if you saw Eric looks like he's big, and he came in at 250, I think 250 something, 251 if I'm not mistaken. Worley's like 230, 232. So Eric's gonna be carrying some weight. I don't know if he did that on purpose or not. I know he got the gym down there in Cali, if I'm not mistaken. And he can surely lose the weight and cut down. I don't know if he left some of that weight on there, just to kind of back him up in there in this matchup. But let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens.
So oh shit, he's back. Oh shit, he was calling. Fuck.
He's back.
How y'all ain't see that, yo? How y'all ain't see that, yo?
I ain't see it either.
Didn't come up at all, yeah.
Stunting, man.
I only heard it when he went. I'm like, oh, there you go.
Guys,
We called it glitch.
I'm calling him now.
Called glitchy. But yo, if anything, what I'm saying, Canelo moving up to heavyweight. What I'm saying? Maybe Coach X can let us know how you feel about that.
Yep.
X just joined.
Yeah, this phone's getting a bit hot, man. Sorry about that.
Damn. Coach, we was talking this early morning about Mike Tyson's comments on how he feels that
yes.
he feels that Canelo Alvarez can become a heavyweight champion. I mean, in the far future, maybe 4 or 5 years, do you see Canelo able to, get to a heavyweight and maybe capturing a title or a fight where he catches a title? I mean, is this something that's just in the people's minds as a fantasy, or can this really be possible? Like,
no way.
What?
No
he
way.
said he didn't say. He said no way.
I'll tell you why. Listen, the obvious reason is this: the heavyweights are so much bigger now. If it was like Evander Holyfield and Michael Moorer, those sort of type, even John Ruiz, Roy Jones jumped up to go and fight him. That's different. But you're talking about Tyson, Fury, and them guys, and Josh that big and Dillian.
But don't fight a Fury. What about Joe Joyce if he loses to Usyk? Usyk's the perfect fight.
No, man. Why are you not trying to do this to Canelo? Canelo's great, man. He's already jumping up weights. Yeah, listen,
I don't want him to do.
Esther.
Listen,
It's
X,
just
X,
He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
X,
trying to put him in with everybody.
Just understand this. I'm not trying to do it. I just truly believe he can do it. I think he knocks Artur Beterbiev out, and I believe he can go to heavyweight for the right fight. Like if Usyk, I hear Oscar Rivas and Brian Jennings about to fight for the Bridgerweight title. You start there.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
I think
You see with Roy picked the right heavyweight to get him at the time. But even he said at the time, Lennox is the better of the bigger heavyweights. So he knew where he was. So now I understand what you're saying. If you're gonna look at it that way, then yes, he can be competitive against guys that are smaller.
Yes.
For me personally, if you're going to try and fight the heavyweight champion of the world, fight the guy that's up the top.
Exactly.
Like, try and get a real title. Don't get up there and then be ducking and dodging and saying, "I'm not going to fight him because he's too big."
Nah, but Usyk would be the right feather in his cap because Usyk's undisputed at cruiserweight. Then he would be one-time heavyweight WBO champion. You chop that head off, that's it. You good. You don't need to go for the rest.
Well, it's like he's trying to get Canelo hurt, man.
You think Usyk hurts him? I'm just thinking Usyk fought Chaz Weatherspoon. He didn't hurt him.
He didn't look good.
And then
good.
Derek Chisora, he's not as athletic as Canelo. He doesn't have the boxing skill of Canelo. And he was catching Usyk with big overhand loopy rights and cutting the ring off. I'm just saying, maybe if Canelo trained the right way. And, we seen him sparring Frank Sanchez. He's got Ruiz in there to do some light sparring. You never know. Maybe he talked about it with Mike Tyson on the podcast. This is where we got this subject from. I mean, Mike Tyson brought it up, and he said he loves challenges.
It feels like just a fantasy fight. I just can't even see it because Canelo doesn't have the height to me. Like you see, like a James Toney can sit in the pocket and roll off the shoulder and come back with shots. You see, he took that skill set all the way up, and he could do that to those guys. But I'm not sure. Canelo stood in the stuff on the gloves, and I'm not sure.
He stood in the pocket with Triple G, and the second fight was right there.
Yeah, but catching punches from 160 pounds was different.
I was screaming. I loved that performance, but again, looking at that and then looking at him trying to do that with a heavyweight.
Yeah, different type of catching punches with them guys, man.
Yeah.
Mental.
But again, listen, if I could say, listen, if you're good enough, you're big enough. So. It'd be interesting if he wants to go up there and have a go. Then why? Then if he feels it, then yeah. But again, it's about the timing, isn't it? Roy picked the right time. He knew Ruiz was vulnerable. Let me go and have a go at him, and then I'll come back down. He wasn't staying up to go and play around with him other heavyweights.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach X, I wanted to ask.
What about Trevor Bryant? Would you not put your money on Canelo? If Canelo announced tomorrow, I'm doing a super fight with Trevor Bryant for his WBA regular. Man, the boxing world would blow that up if it was a super WBA. People would think he fighting for AJ's real WBA. I'm telling you, he could he beat Trevor Bryant? You seen that fight with Stavern?
Well, I don't want to disrespect no heavyweight because it sounds like
just saying that means you think he could beat Trevor Bryant.
I never said that, man. You said
there you go. You said that. That's right. Don't let him pigeonhole you.
Lester's dangerous today.
X,
get me in trouble.
X, so what round was it where Dylan dropped Povetkin with the real short left hook?
He dropped him twice in the fourth round. Yeah, dropped him twice.
So
early in the round and then later and a bit later, about 10 seconds left to go at the end of the fourth round.
Was that when he had his back to the ropes and he just little short left hook on Povetkin and he just fell back?
I think it was the uppercut, right?
Yeah.
So that's the one that I like, right? He set that up off a double jab, then he stepped to the right and landed another jab, and then that same jab hand turned it into an uppercut. And obviously, I'm not asking for the game plan because he really gave it out on the after the weigh-in. He said that you guys have been working on movement and being in front of Povetkin, but not being in front of Povetkin. But based off that, it just seems like why not just keep that jab in his face? Like he was stopping all that forward momentum every time. Povetkin would try to lunge with his hook. Dylan was there to meet him with a jab. Again, I honestly think
frustrate him with the jab. I'm with it, Ness. Yeah.
I honestly think that punch just got in. I don't want to call it a lucky punch, but like Dylan even brought that right hand back. So, yesterday I was a bit shocked too. I'm long-winded, but I didn't know you guys were that big of a favorite. Like I thought, Povetkin knocking him out, it would be tight. Like Povetkin's almost a 1,400 plus 1,400 from like rounds 1 through 6. To get a knockout, meaning they don't think he's gonna do it. So
I didn't know anything about odds. It's not something I ever get involved with. I'm just so focused on getting things right getting things right tomorrow that I don't even know about odds and stuff. We need to get the job done and get back to where we were.
But that's the thing to me.
Quick, hold on, real quick. I just want to know what is the difference from the first time in the bubble, quote unquote, to the second time. What's the difference this time around? Like, what's the feeling? What's the energy like?
Because me and Dillian get on so well, the energy is the same. We're in the gym every day, just focusing on working. You know, that's all we do. So it doesn't matter where we are. You know, because we talk about staying at certain hotels and this. Listen, we've stayed everywhere. We don't care. We'll focus on the fight. You know, I like where the fight's taking place. I love that we're going to have a crowd in there. They're going to make a lot of noise, and it's going to make the event, you know, even more fantastic than the first time round. And just listen. Expect a good performance from everyone involved with Team Whyte. You know, we worked hard. But listen, guys, I've got to run. But I promise you, Ness.
No problem, man.
Obviously,
Thank you.
Post fight, you know, I'll get back with you. Just let me
no
text
problem,
me, let me know.
Max. We know you're busy, man. We appreciate you taking out the time anyway. I know Fridays weigh-ins is difficult, so thank you so much, man. Give out your social media in case anybody isn't following. They can do so.
Oh yes, it's IQ_boxing_. No, sorry, official_IQ_boxing.
Let's go, champ.
Your sponsor.
Respect to all of you, man. You lot do a great job out here, man. Just talking boxing every day, man. Love it, man. But peace.
Don't
Take
forget
care,
your
man.
sponsor, Coach. Don't forget your sponsor, right? Bravos, no?
Oh yeah, well you know about Bravos already, and he's a great man. You know, he's sending me everything I need. Tiger Bay, they've been great. Ealing Boards are great, and KMT, I've always got their apparel on. So yeah, everyone involved with Team IQ, you know, it's big. So thank you, man. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Take care, brother.
There you have it, ladies and gents. We're going out to the phone lines. We're going to open these up and let you give your takes on Canelo Alvarez, possibly going to heavyweight according to Mike Tyson. He thinks he can do it. They spoke about this on Hot Boxing with Mike, and we're also talking Povetkin, Whyte, who you picking, the weigh-ins, how did he look, strategy. Did he get set up with the overhand right to be a sucker for the left uppercut, or was it just a punch that he
from the gods, as they say?
I mean, not a lucky punch, but just like a punch you couldn't help but, you know, stop from getting, you know, hit by.
I got the betting line now. It changed a little bit. A little bit. You got Dillian Whyte at negative 360.
What's the betting line going to be on me going ham on his bike store if they don't get my bike? Bro, it's been like 6-7 days. Probably the 8th day. I ain't get my
Better
bike.
go check they ain't use your bike as a Frankenstein bike.
Bro, they ain't even open, man. Like, they don't even be open now.
So he can get a good sweat just in case.
Like, yo, we gonna make him run to the bike shop.
Yo, bruh, they tripping, man. But let me go out to.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'm ready!
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Antonio!
Yo, man, what's going on real quick? So, listen, man, I agree with Tyson. Listen, according to Google, Canelo is 5'9", Tyson is 5'10". So, Tyson saw something when they actually met. They probably hugged, you know, they embraced and all that. So, he felt his body and all that, so he probably knows. Imagine this, though. Imagine Floyd coming out at age 50 in 6 years to fight Canelo at age 36. And just think about this. When it's all said and done, Canelo, the only loss on his record is by Floyd Mayweather. No other black fighter. But anyways, Troy, real quick. Man, I like you a lot, man. I like you a lot. But, real quick, I know you talk about power and all that, but can your punches, can they crack an egg?
What?
I'm messing with you, bro.
Yo, you crazy.
I'm like, yo, is this a trick question? You
know,
squeeze an egg from the tops and you can't break it and shit. Oh shit. Wild one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well,
so you saw that? Do you guys agree with that though? Like, when you embrace, I slap you 5, give me a hug. I might have felt some strength or something. You feel me? Do you think Tyson sized them up and shit?
I mean, I'm sure, man. Yo, listen, there's a certain bond, you know what I mean, with dudes that cross through those ropes, man. And Tyson.
All I know. All I know is that this is your daily Border Wars update. You know what I'm saying? Border Wars. I said Border Wars 11. Do me. Where is he gonna be?
Wisconsin. That is Watertown, Wisconsin, June 12th with the TBV family. That's right. Get ready. It's going to be amazing. You know, we got the Studio Network, BP Network. Shout out to you.
Shout out.
Download the app. Check out season 10. It's out. I mean 11, right? What number we on?
10.
We on 10, but we going on to 11.
And it's
going on
out
to
right
11.
now, free on the BPE app. Go check the production. We taking it to the next level. We're gonna be at the bar in Wisconsin, Watertown. It's going down. We got a fight house where we gonna be chilling. Weigh-ins live from the bar. I'm being
Press conference live.
Might be from the gym too, right? Ness, we were offered.
Well, we were offered a few locations, but I strongly believe that the bar is the best location. It would be similar to the Atlanta show where they had their weigh-in at a bar.
Right.
I think
that was
and
pretty
press
dope.
conference. We can get that popping too. Also,
and it could give the people that's coming in attendance, like fighters and their families and friends, like that pre-run on how long it's gonna take to get to the bar, the distance, all that goodness. But let me go to
yeah. So hold on, I'm not finished here. Hold on. Also, we got to make sure the card is filling up right now. The fights are being made left, right, and center. So listen, man, get your fight together before we got to do the cutoff to make sure, we hit the right number. Be in attendance if you can't. If you can be in attendance, be in attendance. If you can't, check out the BPE network. Download the app. You're going to be live streaming. It's going to be dope, fire. I can't wait. Press conference, weigh-in, post-fight, interview, Nestor, Alex, Mario, Francis, the whole TBV family, the whole Border Wars family.
Info Joe as your announcer.
Yo, listen, all day long. You can never forget, because it ain't no show without Info Joe. Let's go, yo.
Info Joe is a beast.
Check box.
Let your hands go.
Come on, man. Give the fans a show and let your hands go. Let's go.
Nah, man. Y'all butchering this, man. All right, fighters. Let your hands go and give the fans a show.
You got it ass backwards.
No, it ain't. That's right, bro.
You're terrible, man. Yo, let's go to the callers, man. Yo, what else are we missing from Watertown? We got the fighter house.
We got the DJs.
You know what I'm saying? We got the press conference to weigh in. We're at the bar.
Lasers, DJs, lasers, smoke.
Table service. You might get bottle service.
When are we gonna get tickets? When the tickets go on sale?
Not yet. We trying to land a main event, man. Troy, Duck, and Corey, man. We need a main event, man.
So we'll let you know about the tickets going on sale. Just know pre-sale. You know what I'm saying? Let's do a Canelo and get these tickets sold up right away.
Yeah.
Get all the positions locked in.
Nah,
we come time with everything this time. Trust me, man.
Our last pre-sale did good. It's crazy because none of them even took it. We had a whole little section for VIP, and none of the people that a lot of people were standing. They rather stand. But we going out to Amin.
Hey,
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Hey ye, King.
Hey, yo, top of the morning, champs.
Champ.
This Canelo thing, man. Yo, not only I'm gonna give y'all a little boxing history. Shout out to my man George Hansen, Pope of Pugilism. Yo, Chris Bird turned heavyweight at 178 pounds. He was a light heavyweight silver Olympian. You know what I'm saying? And Chris Bird went on to beat Vitaly Klitschko, the WBO, right? Now, I'm telling you, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling y'all. This is not fiction. You can look it up. But what I'm saying is the precedent is not just for Roy Jones going up and getting a belt or saying I touched the division. I'm talking about the precedent has been there for a smaller guy to go up and get a belt from a champ. Whether Canelo does it, I guess that's, the beauty of watching that it happens. But I'm saying, it's a good idea, Tyson, he's gonna have to, get out of the prediction industry because, people gonna want to hold him to his words, though. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's good. Who don't want to be, had a, Mike Tyson, speaking on their name, but between Tyson and Ness, Canelo got a lot of fights coming up, y'all. And my man had just called in. You know what I'm saying? So he got Floyd, he got a heavyweight. He got Charlo. So,
options, man. Option king, man.
Yeah. I guess so, man. I guess so. You know, the boss. Play the little boss thing. The boss of the bosses, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. You got to be the boss of the
Listen.
bosses out here, champy.
Yo, real quick, Eddie Hearn just posted on his official verified million-plus Instagram that Canelo Alvarez has officially broken the record for most tickets sold in a pre-sale ever in the globe. 40,000 tickets sold on the pre-sale. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 8,000 less than what Earl Spence and Mikey did on the actual date. And hurry up, because tickets for general sale has just begun. And this was 3 minutes ago he posted it. So the sale, they opened up general admission 3 minutes ago. So if you didn't catch the pre-sale, you already not part of that 40,000 sold. So you better run, Forrest, run. Yo, that's so old. Remember that?
You went Jenny on us. Yo, 40,000 is still impressive as damn.
Fucking yo, hell yeah. Sheesh. Let me
Record breaker. Can we say this again? Record breaker.
Yeah, man.
I gotta just understand, man.
No, remember he did 50,000 with Liam, but that was like day of. This is 40,000 on pre-sale. So that means we just need a 10,000 more to. But that's kind of sucks. I mean, it don't suck, right? Because in a pandemic, he's doing almost 50. If he could get to almost 50, what he did with Liam Smith, that's amazing because it's a pandemic. It's a pandemic. So, that means that if it wasn't a pandemic, all the Brits that can't fly would have flew, and we get more, man. Canelo's crazy, man. K-Boxing, DC, what up?
Ness, what it do? Francis the prayer man, just my man's every time. My man, 10 grand. Check it out, Ness. Just wanted to touch on that Dylan Whyte thing real quick. I'm sorry, Ness, but I got to agree with some of the guys, that commented earlier saying Dylan Whyte gets a little sloppy after a few rounds, and that's why he got knocked out. And honestly, I'm going to put this out there. I think it's going to happen again, but maybe a round or two less, maybe around round 7 or 8. He probably going to get slept again by Povetkin because Povetkin's training real hard for this fight. Now, on that Canelo note, Ness, you might say this is a little too deep, but with Joshua and Fury in control of them belts now, and where the heavyweight division is going to go over the next couple of years or so, it's going to take them guys giving up those belts. And where I'm going with this is Canelo's only going to fight champions. So if Canelo's ever going to fight in the heavyweight division, it's going to have to be with somebody that is maybe like a weak link of the heavyweight division.
Of course.
Somebody, like they said earlier, Roy Jones picked up or something. You know what I mean? Just to say I touched the heavyweight division. That's the only way. And that's the reason why I feel like Canelo will never fight in the heavyweight division, because he will only fight champions. That's my call, boss.
All right. Hey, yo, now I hope Devin Haney stopped Linares.
Why?
So he's so popular that he's obviously annoyed with the amount of times that people mention him. So he doesn't let everyone mention him. So I'm making a post with him and Haney. I can't even mention him. I'm not blocked, but you're not allowed to like, who does that? Sort of weird shit is that? Haney, stop this guy.
Stop.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, listen, it might just happen.
Yo, meanwhile, Canelo gets so much hate, right? Oh, he's fighting Yerdam. That was his sparring partner, Ness. How could you defend this shit? Meanwhile, everybody's like, yo, I can't wait for Haney versus Linares. Even though Linares used Haney as a sparring partner, I don't care, though. His name ain't Canelo. It's okay. Everybody else could do it as long as Canelo can't.
The voice changed, though.
Because that's how they be, They like little Sesame Street characters when they want to hate, man.
Change on point.
Huh?
The voice change comes in clutch.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't get it, man. Why could one person do something and the others can't, man? It's crazy. But now Haney get to fight his sparring partner, and we happy. I know I'm happy. You see, I've been promoting the shit out that fight. But are you happy? Do you have the same energy you had with Canelo? And to you, on Blog Talk, have you pressed 1? Or are you just sitting there thinking that you're going to have some fun twiddling your thumb? We're going out to Brandon in Cincinnati. Call me Floyd Mayweather Sr. with the rhymes.
I already got some pop. Already got some pop.
Bars. Yo, remember when Floyd Sr. always was making up rhymes? Nah, y'all remember that?
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up for back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. Phone jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pigeon, let 9 go. We slap with the fake glass and white go. This only happens in Ohio.
Hey, Max, can you hear me? I'm in a bad spot.
We hear you. We hear you.
Yeah, before I get on the topic, I just want to tell all my truck driving brothers to be safe. I just witnessed a fucked up 3-car crash, man. Knocked the light pole over and everything, man. So all my road warriors, be safe, man. They think this shit's just glitz and glamour and, good money. They don't realize what we go through out here on this road. But next you smoking dope, man, for thinking Canelo can go to heavyweight and win a championship. They ain't say go up there and beat a Harold Scaniers or a Kingsley Abe. Mike Tyson said he can go up there and win a title.
Yeah, Usyk.
Look, Usyk ain't got a title right now.
Listen, Canelo ain't a heavyweight right now. What the fuck?
Calm down. Let's say Usyk does win a title. We just seen him fight and not really be able to hurt Callum Smith. We seen him not be able to knock no.
Man, you tripping, man.
We ain't seen him knock.
On the Canelo show, you ain't getting no extra time, man. Especially talking blasphemy. He can't hurt Callum Smith, but he could never use his arm again. My man knocked his bicep out his arm. He literally has to get a fucking prosthetic. And he talking about he can't hurt Callum Smith. He left the ring with his arm in a sling, but he can't hurt Callum Smith. He hurt him so bad the man couldn't punch back, but he couldn't hurt Callum Smith. I mean, what the fuck do they be watching, man? I'm telling you, Jay said it, man. Do you fools just watch boxing or do you just skim through it? Come on, man. My man where is Callum Smith? I hear he can't even tweet no more because his right arm don't work from all the blocking he was doing body shots. Stop playing, man.
He got hurt, man.
Let Usyk win that belt. We coming to get it later. That's all. Why you so mad at that? We not a heavyweight yet, man. Relax. We gonna do it. Gonna take the belt from Usyk. Relax.
All right.
Yo, chill. It's gonna be time. It's plenty of time for that. Plenty of time. Let Usyk fight Joyce, right? Let Usyk fight Joyce. Then, you know what I'm saying? Let the negotiations begin. We'll see where Canelo at and how he feel then. If not, we might give Usyk another opportunity to make sure that what's my man's in them name?
Your man's
Chisora, just to make sure that Chisora ain't faking it, Make sure that Chisora did what he really did, right? Because right now we basing it off Chisora and Chaz Weatherspoon, so it's maybe we need to see Usyk struggle one more time before Eddie's like, you know what, we out. Because remember, Eddie was watching a fight with Rod and he said, oh, this what this dude doing? This what Callum Smith doing with this belt? Oh, we taking that. Canelo, look, you seen this fight? We taking that. When they see weakness, they capitalize. And I see the weakness that they see. I see the weakness that they gonna see. I see the weakness that they gonna see in Usyk until Usyk prove us wrong. We got King Amin sending a cash app for Brandon. Let me make sure that's right. You got somebody else doing your fighting your battles? Man. Oh, why? Nah. We can't hear you. You want Brandon to fight your battles. I hear you. Nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm teasing, bro. Brandon, what up? Counterpunch. King Amin, Essex.
Nah, man, like I was saying, did he drop Callum Smith? Did he buckle Callum Smith? You bragging he broke Callum Smith's fucking elbow, bro. He's not going.
Bicep.
Okay, so all I'm gonna say is, man, I'm gonna keep it quick. But if that fight ever get made, please be generous with your wallet, man, and make this hefty bet. So that's all I'm gonna say, bro. You tripping? Usyk could beat the shit out of Canelo, dog.
Why he ain't beat the
You
shit
know
out of Chaz Weatherspoon?
he stopped Chaz Weatherspoon. That's like 7 rounds.
He ain't
What are
beat
you
him.
talking about?
He ain't beat the
He
shit out of
stopped
him.
him. Please, no, stop it. Okay,
Oh
go
man.
ahead and tell it.
Yo, you know what it is? You so mad that you forgot, but I know Amin ain't forget, right? I know Amin and a bunch of other callers ain't forget. The Nesta Gibbs went to see Shadeja Green fight on a card that Chaz Weatherspoon was supposed to be on. So literally, that night is when he told people he wasn't fighting, came into the ring in a suit and said, sorry, I got to pull out, y'all. Raised his right hand, looked at all four sides of the ring, said, listen, I hurt myself in training camp. And, you know, I'm like, damn, it's a club show. But I'm thinking, like, if I would have been doing this particular Boxing Voice show and we seen this happen on a TV show, it's like, yo, why wouldn't they give the paying fans time to know that the main event ain't fighting? So he calls the pullout for the injury and then accepts the fight with Usyk. So A, either the injury was fake and he pulled out the club show to get the fight with Usyk, or B, the injury was real and he pulled out the club show to get the fight with Usyk, and that's why he fought. Like, he wasn't even, like, I mean, to say he beat the shit out of Chaz Weatherspoon is ridiculous, man. Like, that shit was utterly not, like, he didn't beat the shit out of him.
Beat the shit out of is a very powerful statement.
Exactly,
you know?
man. That shit was whack as hell, man.
Like, beat the shit out of you is like what Canelo did to Yildirim.
That fight was so whack. He was barely.
You feel me, Francis?
Bro, he was barely touching
Oh,
him.
salt.
They crazy, man. They crazy, man. We got who we got, man?
Yeah.
It's looking like the UK zone.
I am the unified heavyweight champion of the world.
I know you're booing me because I whipped the fighter's ass, but you know, that's boxing.
On this side of the pond, we're serious, do you know what I mean? UK Great Britain boxing is on the map.
My God, I feel terrible. I feel terrible that I'm living in your red rent free.
Yo, what up, guys? Hey, listen, that's a very entertaining show today, man. Like, from the analysis of the punch at the beginning to Troy coming with the power, and, the discussion has been good, but, and shout out to Xavier, man. Xavier coming on as well and, talking to us. This weekend, actually, it's a good little card, right? So that Dillian versus Povetkin, like I said, very exciting. I do think it'll be interesting, right? I think like Dillian will fight very much like he started off doing in the first fight. And I think Povetkin will be more reckless. I think Povetkin will just be attacking very early on and being a bit more quicker on his feet to close the distance. Because, his best chance is to finish the fight in the first few rounds. If it goes long, I think Povetkin loses, right? So, other than that, Chris Congo, and Yusuf Kumari. I'm really excited to see that. And it's very rare that you get a trainer that takes a fighter from the amateurs. So, for Xavier and Yusuf to just have their big nights tomorrow, that's good. And I wish them all the best, man. I don't know what else did we discuss. What did I miss, man? What else I missed?
Nah, that's it. But who you think wins? You watched the fights. Troy didn't. Troy or Corey?
Who? Troy or Corey? I don't know Troy, so I'm not gonna front, right? So I've seen him a little bit of sparring, and he looks good. He looks decent. I want to say Troy wins the post, the pre-fight press conference because he talks a lot, and maybe Corey wins the fights. Who knows, man? So that's how I'm gonna go with that one.
To a man with no pro fights, bro.
He creeping. Look, he showed up like Candyman. Take the fight.
You see that?
Take the
I
fight.
come out of nowhere. I come out of the ether.
He came
ready
out
to
like
work.
a ninja.
My client only had a 30-minute session.
Take the
Ninja
fight.
vanish.
Take the fight.
He
Your
came like a
client
ninja.
had a longer session than the fight would be, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. This is the biggest fight to make right here. Help me make Border Wars great and promote Troy King versus Corey Frank. Let's fucking go, man. Yo, listen, tell you what. Yo, listen, ring walks. This is the one. This is the one.
It's gonna be
one.
The next Border Wars, not the June.
No, it gotta be June because we got the venue, dog. We never had the venue. You don't want the ring walk. You don't want the smoke, the lights. Come on, Troy. You don't want your wife get to pick the music. Like, yo, what was that Mobb Deep song?
Oh man, Shook Ones.
Shook Ones. Ain't no such things as halfway crooks.
Scared to death. Scared to look. Shook. Yo, coming out the hall like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Boy got up for that one.
Fucking smoke everywhere. Lasers. Fume.
Ain't no such things as halfway crooks.
Then you got Info Joe. You got Info Joe on the mic like, fighters, let your hands go. Yo, let's go, Troy. Let's go. Main event. On the poster, man. Was you ever on the flyer? And I ain't trying to disrespect. I'm just asking. I want to put you on the flyer.
I was on mad flyers all through Mexico.
But they main evented you? Mexico. I want to main event you in Mexico, not in America. In America, the land of opportunity. And you got the opportunity to put your name back at the top.
America.
Let's go.
America.
Let's go.
I like that.
You gonna see what we can put together, bro. I'm gonna hit you. I'm definitely.
We got IBO medallions, man. Listen, don't make me call Mauricio and get this shit for a regional, WBC belt, man. You know I got pulled.
Hey, do that.
I got pulled,
so you go down in history and be at the WBC conference like, hey, I fought on Border Wars. It's legit. Y'all need to get on there.
Yo, I'm telling you, that's the fight, man. We got Hawk, Maryland. Hawk, what up?
Hawking them down.
Yo, what's up, fam? How y'all doing today? The TBD?
Blessed, champy.
Cool. Hey, man, as far as that, the heavyweight thing y'all talking about with Canelo, y'all need to remember, first of all, one of the greatest heavyweights in the world was just 5'9", weighed 198, fought Muhammad Ali. His name is Joe Frazier. He never even touched 200. He was under 200 the whole damn career damn near. And you got what's his name? James Toney. He was 5'9". He went up for that big heavyweight boy and got the title. So yeah, if you got maneuverability like that upper body movement, it's possible. Believe me, it's possible. As far as Dylan Whyte, man, I have nothing against Dylan Whyte.
I just want to thank you for finding the show, man, and coming on, because I could hear that you got years of experience watching this sport, man, and we appreciate you being a caller, man.
Hey, Hawk, if I say that, then I'm wrong, though. If I say James Toney and could do it, I'm wrong. But James Toney and the white Muhammad Qawi was at light heavyweight and fought at cruiserweight, and he was 5'7.5". Talk your talk, brother.
It's the upper body movement, bro. It's the skill. It's the angle. It's the upper body movement. Yeah, and Canelo got that.
He definitely got
that.
Like
I said, Joe Frazier. Yeah, Joe Frazier never even went 200. He was 198 almost his whole career, man.
Canelo will stop Joshua.
But
what? You tripping now?
I'm out.
He out on that one.
Telling you, Troy and that bamboo, man. That bamboo.
And have them
the official bamboo leaf.
It's a beautiful time.
Rascal.
Listen. Yo, I don't know about AJ.
He ain't beating no AJ, man. You tripping. But that's all right. I think that, I'm literally texting Jay Will in Ohio to call in through Block Talk, and I think he is already, but I'm still text you this anyway, Jay Will, in case that ain't true, because my photographic memory tells me it is you. So we're going to go to...
You should lie low. Killer, I used to get it in Ohio.
Damn,
You a bad boy, man. You a bad boy to remember that number though like that, man. You a bad boy, man. Yeah, man. I just got a question though. Like, so do you think that Trevor Bryant got a heavyweight? Do you think he's good? Would you? You won't call him a bum, but
honestly, I never seen him, bro. I wish I would have got to see the Bermain fight. I didn't. You know, it was only streamable on DonKing.com or some weird shit like that. So I ain't never see that. But they say it's on YouTube. I gotta see it. I never seen him. I only heard of this dude. That's why I let's feed him to Canelo. Canelo will make that WBA regular belt great again, just like he did Rocky Fielding's belt.
Well, okay, whatever. But I say that to say I asked that question to kind of say this, man. The one thing I see that is different between Roy going up and doing it and what Canelo's doing, if he possibly does go up later on to do it, like Roy cleaned out his classes. He cleaned out he fought Bernard at middle.
Here we go.
He fought James Tony.
Break out the violins, man.
Come on, man. Let me finish my call, man. He fought James Tony at super middle. When he went to light heavy, he got rid of Montel Griffin and the other dude. So it's like, as he's going up through these divisions, he's campaigning at these divisions, and he's taking out the top guys. Like, Canelo can't even campaign at light heavyweight. Better be and Bivol will get rid of him. And everybody know that. So it's just
That's a lie.
Yo, you wilding right now. Better be definitely get stopped by Canelo. That's the listen, first of all.
You a damn lie.
First of all, look at the flyer. Look at the flyer. It say cruiserweight and heavyweight, right? Those are the two divisions. I don't think so. I think it's light heavyweight. He goes back and takes those belts from him, and then he goes to heavyweight. Straight to the top.
Sound good. But that's my call, though, man. Good show, man. Good show.
Let's go, champ.
You know, the funny thing is that Canelo's resume speaks for itself. And I don't mean that in the traditional sense how we use the word resume here, like, you know, who he's fought. No, look at the weight classes he's gone through. And as far as, you know, him saying that Roy cleaned out this or that, what the fuck did Canelo do? Like, you guys are acting like people were saying, yo, Canelo, you ducking Charlo. No, they were saying, Canelo, you ducking Triple G. Meanwhile, let's be clear on this. He never fought at 60. Y'all literally was telling a dude that was at 54, he ducking a 60-pounder, and the argument for that was, oh, well, he's fighting at 155. He should be a middleweight. He ducking Triple G. Not he ducking Charlo. He ducking Triple G. Triple G made a slogan. Triple G made a slogan. Give me my belt. Give me my belt. He ducking Triple G. He fights him. He lost to Triple G. He ducking Triple G. He know he lost to Triple G, so he ducking Triple G. He fights Triple G again. He ducking Charlo.
Walks him down.
He ducking Charlo? No, he's ducking Jacobs, the slick back fighter. He's ducking Jacobs. He won't unify again. He ducking Jacobs. He fights Jacobs. He's ducking Charlo?
Listen. What he did to Jacob, he played with Jacobs.
I mean, this shit gets so fucking boring.
And I love Jacobs. Like, and then that's the thing, it gets to that point where, like, it don't matter if it's Canelo, it's always gonna be somebody. They're gonna keep trying to build up guys to beat him. It's like what they did with Floyd. Yeah. It's like it's always gonna be a guy, but it's never gonna be a guy until he get in there with Joshua.
And intrigue stops Better Be. Who the fuck is Better Be fought again? Gazvek? Okay.
Gaziev? You're talking about Gotchcheck.
Gotchcheck, something like that. Great win. Nothing away from him. But one guy? You know, who else? What?
Did Better Be ever fight the Puerto Rican kid that was knocking on it? No, that was at cruiserweight. That was the cruiserweight tournament.
What he fought? What's my man name from the UK? Johnson that we interviewed here before? Maybe Johnson, Callum Johnson. That's his name, Callum Johnson. Didn't he put him down too? Let me look that shit up. Didn't he put Better Beef down? I'm about to look at them highlights. Man, y'all better stop, man. But it's all right. Look, I know to me it sounds like fanboy shit coming out my mouth because I'm saying it. But it'll happen. Just like this Mike Tyson shit happening now. It ain't no more fanboy shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to say this. I used to think that Better Beef would give Canelo problems because of the size and the power, but then when I really seen Better Beef, I don't think Better Beef is probably in between 5'11" and 6'1.5". Like, he's not big as I thought he was. You know what I mean? Like, and if you're not tall like that, that makes the fight easier for Canelo because it's the having to walk somebody down. He don't have to do all of that. He dang near Canelo 5'8", so he right there 5. That's only like 3 inches. Now, if you know how to use your range and jab, like everybody who Canelo get in there with, they say they gonna box and man, that don't work like that no more. You got to have better defense. You got to be able to stay right there in front of him and not get hit like Floyd in spots, at least in about 6 rounds. All the spots you stay in the pocket with Canelo, all the time you put together in a whole fight needs to add up to 6 rounds, at least. You can't spend a whole 12 moving. Canelo's going to pick that apart eventually because you're not changing up nothing. Floyd would stay in front of him, catch and counter, and then take a step to the side. And then sometimes he will walk Canelo. Then he'll stay in front of him again, catch and counter.
Put better beef in there with Canelo, man. Getting hit with all these.
You're going to get chopped suey.
All these straight right hands Callum Johnson hitting his ass with, man. Y'all tripping, man. This dude robotic as hell for Canelo. Tear him apart, man. Tear him apart.
Once again, listen, he don't have the defense to make the adjustment.
He going to have the power. He going to have the power. He going to have the power. He going to have the size. But he ain't got the accuracy, man. Canelo gonna make him pay. Like, he ain't even fought nobody with the jab of a Canelo. It's just, I don't know. Whatever. Let me get to these super chats, man. We got Davidian. Did you get to that, Doomy? Hey, what's good, Boxing Voice family? Troy, what else did you put in your sea moss drink? Damn, that sea moss must be special. Whoa, emoji.
Blue Lotus and black seed oil. I forgot that one. Black seed oil.
No smoke.
It's known as Nigella sativa. Nigella, like the word like negus, like Nigella sativa. That means Nigella is a sovereign title. So black seed oil is the sovereign oil to other oils. It's the highest black oil. So when you take it, it cures everything but death. That's why you take black seed oil.
Yeah, we have read that one already.
Let me get to Jay Will. Got 2 counter punches.
Yo, man, like that narrative that you came up with real fast, like off the fly, man. It was that narrative. I mean, it was genius, low key, man. It's like, man, you quick on your toes, man. Give you credit, man.
What narrative? Which narrative?
The narrative of all of a sudden everybody was saying he was scared of Danny Jacobs. I've never heard of that one day in my life ever. That's a
fact, bro. That's a fact.
What? They thought he wasn't going. They thought he wasn't going.
Wanted him.
They thought he wasn't going to unify with Jacobs because he was black, man. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. People wanted him to fight Danny. But it wasn't like people were saying your narrative. Your narrative was saying that he was scared of Danny. That was the narrative that you put up. Nobody ever said that he was scared of Danny. We just wanted him to fight Danny. When he fought Danny, he was like, "Thank you, Canelo." Let me ask the panel this. Let me ask the panel this. Since I give the Canelo such a hard time, and the next couple of callers asked him this too. When was the last Canelo fight? The face of boxing, the nigga who would just break all these records that you keep quoting, that he broke Errol Spencer's record, 40,000, pre-Soto. When was the last time anybody that calls into this show or the panel paid for a Canelo fight? What? Which one of the last fights did y'all pay for? And make sure y'all sat down and watched. It wasn't the Yildirim fight. 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 I know none of y'all sat down and watched that.
What?
So we got to go back at least another fight before.
Of course I did.
Yo, that's more than your 2 counter punches right there. But you tripping? I definitely.
Bro, I watch all Canelo fights.
Bro, that's
every single one, because you're gonna see something different.
And I feel bad for the people that didn't watch the Yildirim fight because you got to witness something special because he told you himself, when I'm fighting the best of the world, the fight is going to look tighter because that's one of the best in the world. Yildirim wasn't that. So you got to see all the special in Canelo because he was overmatched. You know what I'm saying? Yildirim was overmatched. So all the special in Canelo was there to witness. You tripping. I watched it, and I watched the spectacle that was the event Canelo versus Yildirim in Miami. I watched what the best promoter in boxing right now today was able to do for Canelo. I watched how he was able to get Canelo back to that network, and now he's working with Canelo, and now he got two of the biggest names in the sport. I absolutely watched it, yes, because I got to come back and tell y'all everything that you obviously didn't watch. It was a show. Go back and watch it. Fireworks, lights, smoke. Fucking halftime show before the ring walk was a football halftime show with J Balvin. You tripping, man. You tripping. I don't care what you say about Yo Ness. You talking about everything but the ring. Cool. I like what I saw him do in the ring.
You're entitled to tell people how you feel that you like how he did, man.
Yo, the funny thing is, how the fuck can I not like Canelo beating on Yeardom, but I'm supposed to like Crawford beating on like whoever? Or Earl beating on like whoever. Like, I don't get it. Like, you know, everybody picks their poison. This my poison. But I tell you this, Canelo ain't no fucking Jeff Page or Callum Johnson. If he don't stop Better Beef, because we all know he don't stop elite level fighters. You know, he ain't really stopping elite level fighters. So if he don't stop Better Beef, which he can to the body, or just like the refs, you know, gives him the win because he's dropping him so much because that chin is made out of glass. Yeah, that's what I see.
Even Ali fought like the Wepners and the other guys, and rest Ali's soul. I mean, his soul will live on, rest his person. But even Sugar Ray Leonard coming off of a win against like Roberto, fighting like lesser guys, and you're gonna watch it just to see how he gonna dress him up with the sauce. Like, come on, y'all tripping. Like, y'all really tripping. Like, I don't think y'all really understand boxing. Like, not every fighter gonna get in there without, ain't that many elite level guys. That's a short career anyway. Like, you gotta really know how boxing works. Like,
let's get to some of these super chatties that came in.
Hold on. Jay Will.
Yes, sir.
Who's some of the fighters you like watching?
Yes, sir. I mean, don't get me wrong. See, this is where I'm glad you let me come back, man.
Just give me three names. Three names you like watching.
Okay.
Three names you like watching.
Earl. Earl.
Mm-hmm.
Canelo.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What else?
And Terrence.
Those are the three names you like watching. So out of those three names, basically, you agree with me, and only one guy is giving you the fights you want. And what I mean by that is the people you say he won't fight, he is fighting. Earl ain't doing that, and Bud ain't doing that. We arguing for them to do that, but they not fighting. Well, Earl's slightly doing it because he did fight Danny and he did fight.
I'm about to say stop it.
You know, no, I mean, come on, man. But he's doing it his way. We didn't want Danny. We didn't want Sean.
You wanted Terrence right after the car accident? No,
Terrence didn't want Earl after the car accident.
Nobody did.
No. Earl Spence told you he ain't need no fucking tune-up. But you making excuses.
Is Danny a tune-up? Is your guy Danny now a tune-up?
No. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
No, listen to me, because I guess you're in argument mode. You ain't getting it. Terrence is the one that said, I don't want to fight Earl off the accident because they won't give me credit. Danny wasn't trying to hear that shit. Danny said, if you ain't ready, don't get in the fucking ring. And Earl said, I am ready, so I don't need no tune-up, so I am getting in the ring with Danny. The only one that was sitting on the outside making excuses was your man. The only dude in the three names that you mentioned that ain't fighting is your man.
Hey, what happened?
Earl ain't giving y'all the fight you want. Bruh, stop acting like Earl is not doing it his way. We want him to fight. We want him to fight Terrence, and he fighting Sean. We want him to fight Terrence, and he fighting Danny. We want him to fight Terrence, and he told you he fighting fucking Ugas. So
he told us this when him and Terrence
he just came out on Twitter. He just came out on Twitter.
So let me ask you this question. Let me state this. So are you saying the narrative is the only reason why that fight is not happening is because of Errol Spence? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, because Earl Spence, when they met up, and Earl Spence
So Bob Arum has nothing to do with this.
He said, I was going to fight these three guys before I fight you, Terrence. If you want to fight me, you got to take this money, bro. Like, I thought it was caca. But then when I really realized that Earl Spence is doing exactly what he said he was going to do.
Let me ask you something. Is Canelo telling Charlo, yo, I can't fight you unless you take 20, 30, 60, 40%, something like that? No. That ain't what he doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't be lying, man. We lie for our favorite fighters. It's not what's happening. You know what I mean?
Yes, and I'll just be trying to keep it 100. When Francis really explained it to me, and I was just like, oh yeah, well yeah, if he want to fight Earl Spence got to pay him. Earl Spence only paid him 30. This ain't on Top Rank, bro. Like, I get that. That's the business of it. And Earl Spence has literally said, when they met, he said, listen, bro, if you want to be a part of this, you got to do this. Like, you got to pay this.
Earl doing the same thing Canelo did to Gennady. Gennady wanted to fight. Terrence wants to fight. Canelo did a few pay-per-views before he took the Gennady fight. He did the Khan, 600,000. He did the Chavez, 1.1 million. And then he said, let's fight. Earl doing the same thing. They in a position of power. Stop hating. We talking about two dudes out of how many registered boxers in the world? Like, again, is your favorite fighter giving you the fight you want? Is your favorite fighter fighting the guy that the public's saying he won't fight? And when we talk about Charlo and Canelo, let's remember that we got to compare that to the fights that we say we want, right? So we clamoring allegedly for Charlo and Canelo. Is the clamor louder for Terrence and Bud? Is the clouder louder for fucking Tio and Devin, or Tio and Tank, or Tio and Riley? Like, what fight do we really want? Which one are we really asking for? Are we really asking for Charlo and Canelo? I mean, we just gotta be real.
We want Canelo and Anthony Joshua.
Just gotta be real though, man. But let me get to these callers. A lot of them out here, man. Seattle, Washington. Let's go.
Mr.
Wipe your wipers.
GBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com. I'm the finest. Canelo talking about he believes he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife. Cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Mr. PBC.
Man. The love for you, Canelo is pretty nice. I like it. I watched hot boxing with Mike, and Canelo was very rattled, talking about moving on up. I don't think he has it in him. He said he's not. He said it's not healthy for him to move up any higher. I have Terrence Crawford moving up and knocking the garbanzo beans out of Canelo. Sadly, he can't even move up to fight Bivol.
Trip.
Let alone he can't even beat a Coley. I got a Coley stopping him. But shout out to you guys. I appreciate the love for Canelo.
This dude.
But Billy Joe's gonna wipe the floor with your boy.
Hang up on Cousins. He's drunk.
I
whooped your boy's ass.
He's walking in acid rain in Seattle. There's something in the water in Seattle.
Soft ass shit. Shut that soft ass shit up. All that soft talking. I know you can do it, man.
You got the wrong soundbite.
Shut that soft ass shit up, man. You ain't with me.
You should have played the TED Talk for his ass, because nothing he said made sense, man. We going to James. What up?
Man, hey, good morning. Thanks for the show today, man. And thanks for the compliment, man. Great minds think alike, man. We both Gemini, so we on the same page here. Mike's on point with that, man, that Canelo will get a heavyweight title. I know I was hating a little bit earlier this morning when I said that, about Berto and Alexander fighting Keith or whatnot, that they'll be the best fights on Bud's resume. But let's be real, though, man. I mean, Devin Alexander and Bud, man, would that really be surprising to y'all? I don't think so. I don't think so.
But it won't.
Just being real.
Nah,
Let's think about it.
It won't be surprising, but it won't be the best name though.
I mean, come on, man.
It
you
will,
know, he tried.
At this point, I think I would be surprised.
Hey yo, on paper, it will be the only 2-time champ? Is he a 2-time champ?
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be trying to revitalize his career after he lost to Berto.
Yo,
or some shit, or whatever, you know?
140
Like,
and
come on,
147. Man. Yo, you terrible. You gonna get them mad at you.
You know, like, hell, matter of fact, you know, I was talking to somebody last night. Robert Guerrero's looking for a fight at welterweight, man.
Nah, man. Cause
you know what I'm saying? So, come on.
He gonna get, those
come
fights.
On, man.
Those are the fights that we, like, gonna be mad at him for. But let me get to, I got 2 counter punches coming in.
Counter punch.
Jay Will first in Ohio.
Jay Will champ.
You keep trying to come with the resume. You keep trying to come with the fights and all that. Like, he's not giving us the one Terrence Crawford. I'm gonna ask you some questions. They're yes or no questions. All y'all can answer. Was you excited about the Yildirim fight? Yes or no?
Yes. Excited?
Yes. Was you excited to see the fight when it was announced? Was you excited to see it? Yes or no?
I'll say no.
Yes. I'll say yes.
Yes.
Was you excited to see
Errol Spence? Was you excited? Was you excited to see Errol Spence versus Danny Garcia?
Hell
yes. Yes or no?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Was you excited to see Errol Spence versus Sean Porter?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Was you excited to see Canelo versus Rocky Fielding?
Hell yeah. He moving up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think you're trying to
so
gauge
you was excited
the levels
to see
of excitement. Like, were we excited?
You know, this the thing, man. This the
because
thing.
one nigga, just because one nigga is not fighting one guy, he's still fighting a lot tougher competition than what the other niggas fighting.
Nah, man.
That's a fact.
You tripping, man.
What you don't understand is everybody likes watching Canelo because he got skill, bro. It don't matter who he fight. We want to see the skills.
Yo, I love how they try to diminish Canelo's resume. Meanwhile, ain't nobody moved up to fight Rocky Fielding yet at 68, especially not nobody that started at 140 pounds. Let's just eliminate that from my mind. Somehow, the way that we try to water it down and say, well, he started at 15. Well, who fucking fault is that? You got your path and he got his. Fuck is we talking about? Like, how the fuck are we not giving him credit for moving up to 68? Why when I asked Ronnie Shields a day ago if he thought Charlo could have moved up that same day and beat Kovalev, he said he didn't know. Because Canelo's fucking special and you hating on special people, but it's okay, I understand. We hated on Floyd too. Like, it was a time where I hated Floyd and I had to see, like, damn, you so good, you so great. Wow. You know what I'm saying?
I never hated Floyd.
Nah, man, come on. Floyd did some bullshit, man. He could have fought Margarito.
I never hated him.
He could have fought Margarito. He could have fought Paul Williams. He could have fought somebody better than fucking Marcos Maidana. You know what I'm saying? Like, Marcos Maidana's biggest win is Adrian Broner, 135-pounder. And in retrospect, what is Broner's career today?
I mean, I was excited for the Marcos Maidana, but like, if you want to take the same question and apply it to Floyd, like, were you excited when he was going to fight Andre Berto?
Hell no.
You know, were you excited when he was going to fight Robert Guerrero?
I was, as a fight fan. I'll be honest. I was.
I ain't going to cap on you.
It was his fake last hurrah. So you know me. I'm going to be like, well, man, he retiring, so I don't care. You know.
I don't understand who you'd have fought. He could have fought the flipping light post. I'd have watched.
I definitely listen. It don't matter who the man would have fought. They wouldn't have beat Floyd, bro. Like, that's something like people just gotta get in their mind. Like, he wasn't a person to just be losing in this era. So it don't matter. He could have fought your favorite fighter, Paul Williams. He could have fought any of them guys. He would have still beat them, dog. They don't have the level of skill that Floyd got. I'm sorry, y'all. He could have fought Paul Williams, Miguel Cotto when they was young. He could have fought all of them when they was young and fought all these guys now, and they would have still lost, bro. Like, it just wouldn't have mattered, dog. It's Floyd. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to just chill with Floyd.
Listen, Floyd is great for his era. And this is the Canelo era.
Time is now. Let me get to some of these super chatties though, bro. They're really piling on here. Gonna go to Coach Rivera, who says, "Hey Ness, a new part of Border Wars. Period. I can take a pro and make sparring in between pros and Joes, and regular Joes."
Nice. We gotta think about it. It's gotta be like guys like Corey Frank who ready for pros like Troy King.
True, skill levels already on the up. Count.
Yeah, put your average Joe in there with me. I'm gonna turn him into a sloppy Joe.
We ain't trying to put an average Joe. We got good matchmaking skills. We ain't trying to put an average Joe in there. We putting a special Joe.
Yo, Count Drag on the super chat says Whyte had success boxing Povetkin and counter punching, even hurting him. Can he stay disciplined throughout the fight without exchanging in firefights? Well, that's what we were hoping that he does. Ness mentioned that's what he was saying at the weigh-in, right, Ness? He was going to create angles and things of that nature. So we might just see those wrinkles in there, Count Drago.
He definitely said he wants to be in front of Povetkin without being in front of Povetkin. They worked on angles, is what he said.
Boxing expert says, meanwhile, Gata stretching her leg, licking her kiwis.
No, that's the thing, right? So like Canelo, Rocky Fielding, anybody could do that. Nobody's done it. Oh, Kovalev, man, he was dead. Anybody could do that. Yard didn't do it. Hey, Benavidez, fight Charlo. Of course, Charlo, fight Benavidez. Nah, man, I'm really 54-pounder, bro. I'm really 54-pounder,
Let them drag you into the vortex, man. Just move on.
I'm really 54. No, I love it, though. I love it because it hurts them. It don't hurt me. It hurts their feelings that their favorite fighter is talking about vaccines and catch weights and ridiculousness. My favorite fighter is not doing that. My favorite fighter is creating history every time at bat. He just broke a record, this is the thing. We just forget. When it was their favorite fighter in AJ fighting a dude off a 2-year layoff and a loss for a vacant title unification, we celebrated it. Now it's Canelo fighting a dude off a 2-year loss, coming off a loss, right? Or after 2 years for a vacant title in a unification. It's a problem. That's the thing. I don't forget. And I'm here to make them know I remember. Okay? When AJ fought Vlad, we celebrated it. So when Canelo fought Yeardom for that vacant title, celebration. Oh, it's party time.
That's right, bow, sucker. Yeah.
Texas Bulldog Boxing says Yildirim quit after 2. Linares gave Loma a fight. Annoyed face emoji.
Oh, you talking about the guy that got beat by the cartel driver? You know what I'm saying? Sergio Yayo Thompson. Get out of here, man.
Sergio Yayo.
Go watch that fight on HBO and listen to the commentary, how they gave him that tune-up because he just got sparked the fight before by DeMarco. You dudes talking about Linares like he ain't get knocked out every time he lost. He's worse than Khan. Like, has Khan knocked out? At least Khan don't get knocked out every time. Even though we say Khan is chinny, has he been knocked out every loss? Because this dude's been knocked out. Every loss he's got has been by sleepy time. Sleepy time.
Mad Bet 100 says Serrano, most skillful female boxer, #1 pound for pound.
Yes.
I won't argue that.
I don't know about number one. I don't know number one. It's hard to be number one when you got a loss. Hard to be number one when you got a loss. And I know it's not as simple as wins and losses, but she got a loss and a draw. But, she's moved up a lot of divisions, so I understand, why people.
She's official, bro. She's
just
done.
Give Serrano Katie Taylor. Stop ducking Katie Taylor, hiding Katie Taylor from Serrano. Let's just get that fight. Pay the girl what she's worth. They've been paying Katie Taylor all this time. She could take a pay cut if need be to make the fight. And then, do like the big boys. 60-40 on the first fight, 50-50 first fight, 60-40 second fight. Some of the big boys are doing that, right?
All is fair. And I think I got one from Pat's Nation that says, can Jermall and Lara be a possibility? or he ducking?
Of course it's a possibility because it's a 54-pounder that's old. But, you know, the people that say Canelo only fights old dudes, they're not going to say nothing when they give Laura to Charlo. Why would they? They're going to say that's the best name on his resume. They're going to say he held down the 154-pound division. He's not moving him up, Ness. It's just time for Laura to move up. He's been at 54 that long. Of course.
Don't they know each other too, Ness?
They train side by side. They train side by side. So I wonder, are they going to say Charlo's fighting his sparring partner? Are they going to say that? No, because they said it for Canelo, but you see, it's always different.
Jose Castaneda says, how many fans do you think will be at the AT&T Stadium?
Well,
it's going to be crazy.
40 already.
Bringing boxing back in a big way.
40,000 already bought the pre-sale, man. General sale is out, man. Go get your ticket. If you ain't get it, you ain't getting it because it's over.
What's the capacity on that?
100,000. 100,000.
Bro, you mean to tell me that almost half of the freaking seats are already
gone? That's what I'm saying.
That is dope, dog.
In one day.
Stop hating on them.
In one day, fellas. Come on, man. Come on, man. And that's what I love about Canelo, right? Because this is what I hated about Floyd. He said, yo, I never hated Floyd. I always hated Floyd for this because it don't matter what fight he had, I never could afford to go. How many Canelo fights I've been to? Because he care about the fucking people, not just his pocket. He getting money. No, don't lie. Man, get the fuck out of here. Don't lie. 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 Don't lie.
Man.
His biggest fights.
That's literally the definition of.
His biggest fights, regular people like me are able to go to. I never could afford a Floyd ticket. Not the bleachers, nowhere. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't fucking lie. And Canelo don't fight in a 17,000 seat arena, so only
where the tickets all are up.
So no, but then only the rich could buy because it's only 17,000. The fuck, man? Get out of here, bro. Don't fucking lie. Y'all be lying, man. I begged Floyd to do fights in stadiums. Go listen to my shows. Why the fuck he couldn't fight Pacquiao and right where the fuck Canelo fighting at? Why wouldn't they have done 100,000? Why couldn't they do the first fucking 1,500 feet be for the rich and put us in the bleachers? But it ain't about us, dog. Fuck you talking about? You know that shit. Name one fight you could afford to go to, Floyd Mayweather Jr.
He said
one fight?
Yeah, name one.
Jesus Chavez when he fought him in San Francisco.
Jesus, man, that shit, you went, look.
You went back in the DeLorean.
He trying to show his boxing knowledge,
He said one fight.
He trying to show his boxing. No, I'm glad that you proved my point. We all got a box rec to see that fight maybe 40 years ago, which means that's how long it's been since he gave one to us.
Yeah, that was quite a while ago.
It's different tax bracket. It's Floyd, but he did what he had to do.
It ain't different tax brackets. That's lies. We arguing semantics. Floyd had a 5-fight deal with HBO for 32.5, and Canelo got one for 36. We arguing semantics, man. Let's stop it.
Yeah, but that's 11 fights. That's 11 fights.
It's
he
cool.
didn't have a fight.
But let me ask you something.
You know how much inflation?
Hold on. But let me ask you something. When Canelo gets to his 5th fight, did he make more than Floyd? In the old contract, because I know we ain't got that contract no more, but in the old fight, at 36 per fight, wasn't he making more than Floyd on the guarantee? Yes. So what? They locked him in for 5 more because they not stupid. They smart businessmen. Why not have to face a boxing? He only 30? What? The boy only 30? Sign him up. We want the rest of his life.
Yes, you're on fire right now.
Oh, no, I love what I do, and I do what I love, man. Let's get to James Payne Leatham.
Bring the pain, the pain, the pain.
What up, TVV? I'm gonna keep the call short because I'm just enjoying listening. Plus, I got on late, but just like Troy just said, man, you on fire, man. I'm talking about you hotter than the fish grease at a goddamn fish fry in South Memphis, boy. So I'm gonna just get off of here and let y'all keep on cooking with that good old grease like y'all doing. But I do want to get some shout outs. Once again, shout out to minority business owners. Every time I come on here, y'all motivate the shit out of me. Health is wealth. I appreciate all that good supplementation advice Troy in the background giving, as well as the fitness advice y'all be giving. So I appreciate that. And shout out to the Boston Guards for giving us this beautiful sport to to learn from. So y'all have a good day. Appreciate TVV.
Hey, yo, I forgot a few counter punches here. Sorry, so I'm going to go to them. First is Brandon in Ohio. The Ohio boys coming from me left and right.
Used to get it in Ohio.
Nah, wrong intro.
You good, my guy. Can you hear me though?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I've been calling for a few years now, and one thing you cannot classify me as is a Canelo hater, Ness. You've never heard me bring up no meat. You've never heard me criticize that man's resume. I fuck with the dude. I'm a Bud Tender fan, but somewhere I got a Canelo scarf collecting dust in my closet somewhere.
Nice.
But man, listen. If you think a person who started at 140 can move up to heavyweight and win a title, you either saying one of two things. You either saying he the greatest fighter of all time, bar none, or you saying that boxing has gone that far down the shitter and is dying of stage 5 cancer slowly to the point where he can go up there and get a title at the toughest division and the biggest division in the sport. So which one is it? Is he the greatest of all time, or is boxing down slowly of stage 5 cancer and is going that far down the drain?
I gave you nearly 20 seconds extra because I didn't want to cut you in the middle of your beautiful attempt. Not beautiful metaphor, beautiful attempt at a metaphor here. But no. We, the optimistic boxing fans, we, the boxing fans who only love boxing, we rebuke those words. We do not abide by your two options. Why is it that it has to be either that or that? No way. Why can't it just be that he is being great? He's attempting to be great. You know? You can take a loss. The thing is that you guys are hung up on losses, and he took his early at the highest level, and that might have taught him something. How unimportant the O is to him. Now that he
so wait a minute,
so
I just didn't get the part where boxing is going down the shitter because
he wants to
Canelo
give you two
steps
options.
up. Is boxing going down the shitter because Canelo steps up and wins the title? I mean, is he trying to say that he steps up?
No, he's saying He's saying that's how
in a
bad
very
it is.
controlled.
No, he's saying that's how
manner?
bad it is. That's how bad it is. That boxing is so bad that we got such bad fighters that a dude who started at 140 can do that. Meanwhile, I'm sure if we had call-in shows when Roy was out here fighting and he was attempting to move up and do all that he did, he would have been criticized. Listen, the internet has allowed for opinions, and we've always had them, but it's magnified now. We have platforms where those opinions can be expressed. But come on, you think people were happy with B-Hop's 20 defenses? Like, who'd he really fight for 20 times? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he slipped in some good names, but were all 20 great? But no, we glorify it. Oh, B-Hop's the most defenses in the middleweight division. Like, do we know all? I'm not a history guy. You guys could call in. Hawk, you history. But we got some counter punches, and he went for 3 in a row. Is this correct? This definitely.
Damn.
Oh no, that's James Benitez. Damn. I thought this was Jay in Ohio. Damn, James, you need 3. What we done activated you.
Came in hot.
Nah, man, that's just really. Nah, I just need one, man. I'm just showing you mad love, man, for all the good content you bring all the time, man.
Oh man, appreciate.
You know, Brandon just need to really accept, man, that we watching greatness, man. Ain't no way in hell boxing going down the drain, man. We just watching a living legend go to work, man. He can, Canelo can go to light heavy. He can take out Joe Smith. He can go to Bridgerweight, take out Brian Jennings. I mean, he can definitely knock off Usyk. Per Troy King, man. Troy, I love you, man. But per your theory today, you said a guy that knew a guy. You gave him good work, so you could probably compete with this guy.
No, he didn't say compete. That's been the loss.
I didn't say that.
That's the loss in translation. I told you that's how the internet gonna do. Your words gonna get twisted when it gets to Trout.
My words get twisted. They can't hear correctly.
Let me finish. So since
Trout,
Sean Porter has soft hands and everything and beat Usyk, why is it so hard in the amateurs? Why is it so hard to believe that Canelo can do it in the pros? Let's be real here, man.
Tell me about it. Same dude you spar. You spar Sean, but he beat Usyk. Nah. Now.
Come on, man. So why is it so hard, man?
What is that? What does that even prove?
Anyways, man,
It proves that
Bud's
Canelo
resume,
could beat
man.
it. It
Somebody
proves
just
that
need to give
Canelo
Troy
could do
that
it.
$60K, man, and let him get that Bud fight, man. So we can at least see Bud fight sometime this year, and that's my call.
Bro, if Bud,
I'm not fighting Bud. I'm not fighting. I'll probably get some work with Bud, but me and Bud will never be fighting.
Oh, so you ducking that fade? You ducking the highest payday of your career?
I wouldn't get in there with Bud. Not right now.
No, listen, man. See, and that's the difference between you and Canelo. He know he up at a disadvantage. He gonna put his motherfucking life on the line. He gonna go for his patriotism. He gonna do it for la raza.
Oh no! The difference between Canelo been scrapping. I ain't been fighting. I need at least 4.
Now the powerful Troy King with the right hand from the gods. What's up, man? Touch him up.
Oh, first of all, I didn't say I couldn't compete with Bud. I just said I wouldn't fight him right now. I just said I wouldn't fight him right now.
So you need a tune-up.
Right now.
So you need a tune-up. Excuse me.
I need 4 12-rounders to fight Bud. Like I need 4 straight 12s.
All right, so let me get you a Wisconsin guy not named Corey. You know, I started thinking, I don't want you to fight Corey, man. Why I want my 2 dudes to fight? I don't want that. But I still want you to let me put you on this Wisconsin. Can we get you a Wisconsin guy? Coming out party on a Wisconsin guy. I gotta do. Listen, tell your wife. Tell your wife I got the perfect fighter for you. He's 5-5. He's got 5 amateur fights, 5 amateur losses, 5 wins and 5 losses. He's 42 and he fights between 160 and 168. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. And he from Wisconsin. His name is Oscar Williams. So he gonna have the crowd. You gonna have to fight in front of his crowd. I mean, obviously you can have your people fly out, but you know it's costly and all that stuff.
I've done that before. My fights are in Mexico. I've never been the home guy ever. It's not. I don't care who you pick. I'm just saying I gotta find a time. My wife don't even care if I fight in the Border Wars. She just don't want me in a professional fight again. Like. She don't want me in there without my head, without the headgear.
So let's get your name on fire.
I told you we gonna put it together.
Let's go. Oscar Williams, Troy King, the comeback. Border Wars, Wisconsin. Watertown, the comeback. Who's comeback? Troy King's. Who's back? Killer Entertainment.
Let's go, champ.
It's Killertainment. It's Killertainment. Yeah, no inner. Yo, we got another counterpunch from Dom, a.k.a. Mr. PBC, Seattle. What up?
Counterpunch.
Dom.
Don't get hit with the grip.
Yo.
What up?
The way you guys are going with this is wild. Canelo said it himself, he was moving up. But if you want to paint a picture and see if he moves up, we need to go to cruiserweight. And I think Okolie would beat him. Usyk would definitely beat him. He hasn't stopped Triple G. So last person he truly stopped to me was Amir Khan. A Vildrum, anybody in probably 147 like Ugas can probably beat a Vildrum or Rocky Fielding. But it's not no hate, man. I'm sorry. I just don't see him moving up. He even said it himself on Mike, boxing with Mike, or Mike hot boxing. And let me get my boomerang added to this too. Mike even asked him like, who are you looking for? You know, like, is there a dude at 175 heavyweight? He's like, nah, that's not happening. 100%. He said that 1,000 times. And he was like, who are you gonna fight? I fight everybody. Okay, he's not gonna move up. So you guys gotta have to stop that. You know, he's already said he ain't moving up.
Bruh,
that's what the dude said.
You understand he got at least 7 more years left on his career is what he said.
I feel you, but he's a rat right now, like stuck in the corner. He needs to fight. Just wait for everybody to move up. Then I guess.
Cut it.
Dude, like I don't get like how you saying Canelo never moved up and he moved up to fight Kovalev.
He capping. I don't understand why we do this live.
Like, what are you talking
about? This guy, man.
You know your voice is like being recorded, bro. Like why y'all do that?
Yo, let me slip a quick super chat in there from James Benitez. He had said we were excited to see every Canelo. He daring to be great. So every Canelo fight, people was excited, man.
Yo, he said. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, KD, DR7989 says people blame T-Bud for fight not happening, but he explained everything in the interview when he said he don't know if he accept that 50-50. He been calling these fighters on their BS. They don't want smoke.
Yo, man.
What
Picture
interview
perfect.
is that?
I paint a perfect picture. Whatever.
C-Dub.
Call him picture perfect. Motion picture perfect.
Man, C-Dub on the super chat says Andrade made Canelo forget undisputed at 160. Fact.
Because he beat Willie Nelson so nice.
If Andrade had 168 belt, would make Canelo run again. Y'all really think that he running from Andrade?
Well, ain't Andre moving up for the belt? Oh no, Billy Joe Saunders is actually fighting Canelo.
That's right. Then you got my man Weirdy is my name. Just a quick super chat showing love, but then turns right around with another super chat. Says, I don't know, Floyd lost to Castillo in the first bout. That fight was something else. Shaking my head. Yeah, man, there's a lot of people still feel that way.
I did a film study on that fight. Like Floyd, if you just gotta go on Troy Killertainment King on YouTube, watch the Floyd and Castillo film study, and you will see, because I call out every shot, like every punch I'm calling. Castillo got points taken away because he was having a hard time catching Floyd. Floyd actually pulled some crazy moves that fight. Just go watch the film study, because at one point he swam Castillo Clayton's head around and was in a southpaw and hit him with a straight left.
He never fought
He
Castillo
was really
Clayton.
doing some.
He never fought Castillo Clayton.
He boxed his ears off.
He never fought Castillo Clayton, so you're lying right there.
Castillo, you know what I mean. Castillo, you know what I mean. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying. Like, you gotta watch the film study, man. We gotta just let that go. You gotta just he won, bro. He didn't lose. He won.
Yo, you lucky I can't
fight. With a torn rotator cuff.
You lucky.
In his shoulder.
You lucky. I've been sitting here trying to find this sound, but I wanted to hit him with the what's my man named Kanye? Like, you ain't got the answers, Sway. You ain't got the answers. You crazy, man. Mad people see him lose that first fight, man. That's why he went for the rematch.
Just watch the.
Alright. Nah, we actually did that, Floyd. We did a film study on Castillo Clayton and Floyd. Look at you. You got me fucking up. What's his name? Castillo. Joel Castillo? What the fuck is his name? I don't know, man. Listen, Castillo, we did that Floyd Mayweather Castillo first fight film study. It's on Patreon.
Jose Luis.
Jose Luis, real quick. He eventually moved up to fight Hatton, right? He eventually moved up to fight Hatton or somebody like that. He kept fighting in his old age and never got it made.
The only thing I know for sure though is I can tell you, after Sean Porter fought Errol, he went on and bought himself a brand new money green Porsche Panamera Fire. You know what I'm saying? The suits was on deck. And after Danny Garcia fought Errol, he out there dripping in money. He dripping. I'm just saying.
What are we talking about? We talking about money now? You glorifying
you talking about the drip?
Garcia fought Errol Spence after he doubled up on the rolls. He got 2 double R's with the customizing.
range boxing fans care about fights, man, not Rolls Royces, man.
Sorry, I apologize. I just thought
it's all good. It's all good. You was talking about the glitz and the glamour
of when you fight Errol Spence. I'm just saying. Sorry, continue.
Yo, I'm just saying, man.
KDR got something to say about that. How can Bud not fighting Spence, Porter, Thurman, Garcia fall and die on him? That's 4 PBC welterweights that said when fight was mentioned, he got to fight someone. Wrong street. It's no business sense. What's the excuses?
The excuses are them dumbass fucking offers. Why you acting like you ain't read about them shitty ass offers he trying to make for the best welterweights in the world? The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Y'all play dumb, but I love being a duck hunter, man. Shooting you
What
down.
you've
So
just
you saying
said
that Spence ain't
is one of the
offering
most
enough?
insanely
That's what you
idiotic things I have ever heard.
I'm saying Crawford ain't offering. How the fuck you gonna offer Danny Garcia $3 million flat? Get smacked silly. What fuck did Earl just do? Didn't Earl just do it on pay-per-view off an accident? You
Crawford ain't
understand?
offering Danny nothing. It's Errol.
Crawford offered Danny $3 million, man. You allow that offer to be put out there. You are the fucking franchise, not that promoter who works for you.
Listen, Danny got so much money. You got Angel throwing money now. Stop playing with him.
My man yacht the size of my house.
Word.
Have you seen his yacht? Have you seen his yacht?
Y'all stop playing with Errol, man.
Have you seen? I ain't say
I'm not
Earl.
playing with
I ain't say Earl. We talking about Danny. Whoa,
said
slow
that.
down.
I said that. I said
Slow
that.
down. We ain't talking
You
about
said
Earl.
that because Earl Jamaican.
Slow
No,
down.
I said that because he got a big payday against Errol. It's a fact. Come on, man. Like, what are we?
No, it's a fact.
Really gonna, are
It's
we
a fact.
like stop playing?
This is what Francis. Listen, listen. This is what Francis wants because Francis wants you to forget that Earl is still on the money trail. He don't want to give you the fight you want, and Francis is in a position where his favorite fighter isn't doing what the public is demanding. I'm not in that position. You understand? My fighters fight Danny, Thurman, Wilder, Canelo. Everybody knows them dudes fight everybody.
They fight everybody.
I was gonna do this next super chat because I ain't never did one on the boxing voice. We gonna go with Mad Bet 100. He said Mike Tyson picked Pac over Mayweather, bro. Fury versus Wilder and Mikey over Spence Patterns. I don't care who Mike Tyson picked. He still was the youngest undisputed heavyweight champion of all time and the youngest heavyweight champion. So like he can be wrong on picks. This a gamble.
Yeah, and he was right on 2 out of the 4. Like what the fuck?
He like, nah, Mike gotta be perfect. Get out of here. Mr. J Duke 40 on the next super chat says, how can I call in to address the fanboys? No block talk.
Oh yeah, block talk is down. It only goes for 3, man. It's only that you know that exclusive Skype group that is able to go for the 50 hours that we be going live, man.
We on the override right now.
Yeah, we on overtime. But we got Julio. But yeah, who's that boxing expert you said?
Hey, what's going on, Ness?
What's up?
Hey, let me just tell you, when Canelo fights in California, the supermarkets sell. Like when Canelo comes, it gets freaking packed. The butchers even talking about the fight. They're like, damn, man, it's going to be a big-ass fight. The supermarkets are freaking lit. You're like, God damn, this Canelo brings people. Supermarkets sell. You know what I'm saying?
No, and I believe you because
I know exactly what you said. You ain't lying, brother.
I believe
you ain't lying.
It's like the NFL, you know, pizza sales and wing sales go up. Canelo comes to town.
All the butchers, you damn right. All the butchers get all the meat ready. I'm telling you.
I believe him. I believe him because I remember when Floyd had his discrepancy, and I know that some people may want me to use a harsher word, but when Floyd had his discrepancy, they postponed his sentencing until after the fight because they understood the type of money that he generates for the city of Las Vegas. So yeah, I believe you, man. Listen, you know how many people going to back on that side of the fucking supermarket line got to be litty right now.
Especially after they realize, oh man, you right, you ain't lying.
Is that the people that casually listen to the show, they just don't understand what real boxing fans are, man. Like real boxing fans watch boxing. Like y'all dudes would never understand. Like I literally used to, I cut the cord, but I'm actually going back, man. I'm going back. I'm gonna call them as soon as I'm done with this show. I'm going back to cable. Fuck that cord shit or no cord shit. But anyway, I used to watch Telemundo, Azteca TV, like all these weird, obscure, different channels of boxing that had boxing from different parts of the world, like, and you get put on to some dudes that might make it. Some dudes might, like Jorge Paz Jr. never made it world level, but I watched like 7 of his fights because he was a Telemundo superstar, you know what I mean? So, it's just guys you get put on, man, and I don't know. There's a lot of boxing out there, and if you love it, you watch it. That's
Man, it's no different from like football or basketball. It don't matter if your team trash or who trash. If you might have your favorite player on the team and you just want to watch him, and then you watch it. Like I used to be a hooper. I watched all basketball. It didn't matter who it was. If you a boxing fan, you going one of my fighters be watching all different types of scraps. You just gotta watch them to learn and get boxing fans gonna watch. Potato chip 777. Listen, this is my man's. This is his name. He saying heard the WBC made Fortuna mandatory for Garcia. Is this true, y'all? If so, Ness, sing that run song for Heems.
Who the hell is Heems?
Him.
Oh,
him.
I mean, what run song? We ain't got no run song.
I thought it was the Jada joint with my man Ghostface. Run!
I never played that. I don't have that.
I don't know which one it is.
I mean, the only thing I did was acapella Forest, but I know you ain't asking for that.
Yeah, fuck. Run, Forest. Run.
Forrest was running though. I'm telling you.
So WC mandatory for Garcia. Is this true? Yes. So if known, the signal run song for who? Run from who? Who is who? You saying Javier's? If I ain't gonna run from Javier, I'm lost, man. Boxing Patron says Canelo gonna fight 3 undefeated guys in less than a year, and Amando with what the hell is there to hate at? Ness killing these haters. And then you got Intrigue that says Juan Estrada elevated to franchise champion. Yes, Juan Estrada has been upgraded to the WBC franchise champion, except that this is slightly different than every other upgrade. And don't take this the wrong way for very hard of hearing boxing fans. I'm not condoning a new franchise title. I'm saying this is what they should have did with the other 2 franchise titles. So listen closely. Juan Estrada has been upgraded to the WBC franchise champion at super flyweight, and the WBC have approved the trilogy with Roman Chocolatico Gonzalez to happen next. Kit Kat Rungavincii versus Carlos Estrada has been ordered for the regular title that Devin Haney has in this respected division, and winners will be ordered to meet afterwards. So if they continue the final part, which is winners are ordered to meet afterwards, then this is what they should have did with Canelo after he moved up to fight Kovalev. He should have, after Charlo defeated whoever he defeated for the, he just got elevated because he was mandatory, right? He was given it. How did he get that? Was it? How did he do it? Did he have an interim, or was he just given it?
You talking about Roman?
Charlo, because Charlo was the mandatory, and Canelo moved up the franchise. So I guess they just elevated Charlo.
Yeah, they elevated him. Yeah, they had to elevate him. Yes.
Yeah, so they elevated Charlo. So there was never an order, and that was never said. So this is the only difference in the 2 situations with Devin Haney and Loma, and Canelo and Charlo. And, I guess in a way this works, but it doesn't. This is just them. They could have gave Estrada and Rungsvi out an interim belt instead of elevating, because that's what the interim belt is. Like, you know what I mean?
Why? They're going to fight for the regular title. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because they fighting for the regular title because they making the fucking franchise title for the other dudes, for Roman.
Exactly. Yeah, but what? So then that means that Roman and his team have had to petition to make it transferable if he beats Estrada.
Yeah, but it ain't about being transferable. What it is if the WBC felt that the fight was that close that they deserved an immediate rematch, they could have just called an immediate rematch. They didn't have to call the immediate rematch. And then franchise someone so that they could sell the belt to the dudes below. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, exact. I know.
It's whack, man. Again, at least this one has the order, but
that's another division. There you go.
Mad Pan 100 says on the super chat, he got 1 out of 4 right. I like Mike, but he licked toads. No coherent. Look closer for the pattern. He licks toes. He's talking about
Cruz Perez, just with some love. And then we got Julio Playero that says, este programa saca los fanáticos de las cuevas. For sure.
This program takes all the fanatics out of the caves. They make them come out. We
got my Gene Bet Boomerang. Talk to me.
Boomy.
Boomerang. What's good, guys?
What up?
Look, I got much to say. Just Amanda Serrano, great win, but she is very, very, very hittable. That overhand right was there all night. She was catching it with her face, literally. So I do want to see the Katie Taylor fight, but I think Denise Estrada is the most skillful women's boxer right now. But Amanda has to stop with those sneakers, bro. I understand that they even gave her a clip about the reason why she wears sneakers. Nah, you're not. She's trying to be different for no reason. That does not enhance, your boxing style, your skills. It only makes it worse. Those things are super heavy. They have grips on the bottom that are for wood basketball courts. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? It doesn't make no sense.
You're a hater. They're custom made. You woke up and
They're
chose hate today.
They're not custom made. They regular fucking Jumpman. What you talking about?
Sneakers, bro.
Listen, man, it don't matter what she want to wear, bro. She the one fighting. Like, that's the problem. Everybody
she heavy on her feet.
Gotta get work.
Fuck that. She heavy on her feet, man. He got the right to say it.
Fuck that. She got the chick up out of there. Say what you want to say.
Yo, my Gene Bet.
Katie Taylor ain't even really that nice like that.
Hold on, my Gene Bet. So you willing to take more than just the Moore's House fight? Because I got a guy named Xavier Coleman, only 5'9", right? Let me look again. I think he's 5'6".
No. It doesn't matter. But I just can't make the Wisconsin fights because I got to take my daughter to the DR.
Yeah, you did say that.
I drop her off.
You did say that.
Yeah.
You did say that. Damn.
But to be honest with you, it doesn't matter.
No, I feel bad for anybody missing this one because there's no real guarantee we'll have another venue again like this. So,
But you did say you coming to New York.
I mean, eventually, yeah. But are we gonna be able to get a venue with a liquor license? Like, this is totally. Dudes don't understand how big this is. This is like being at a real fight, except it's for you now. Like, liquor license, the bar, the DJ, the smoke,
everything.
The lasers, it's
you
got cocktail waitresses to bring your family drinks. It's a little different, The goal is to do better than this one, but I mean, is it realistic? I don't know how. Maybe when the tape is out, some new venues will see it and be interested and bring us in. But you definitely got the background noise. I hear you over there teaching the toddlers how to talk and stuff. We got you. But yeah, I'm looking for my heavyweight, man. Xavier Coleman. Let me go to my sheet here, man. Yo, who we looking for? Yo, we need a fighter for Corey, man. We want a 147-pounder for Corey.
Yes, sir.
Who wants to smoke? You gotta have some skills, man. We ain't just looking for a dude trying to make his name, with no fights. We need somebody with some skillies.
Looking for a heavyweight for Smoke 'em Out Jay.
Looking for a heavyweight for Smoke 'em Out Jay. Cause the other guy that I wasn't really considering, but he's not even like nothing. There's nothing there.
So we've got a bunch of fighters we're looking for to fill some spots. But boxing expert with a super chat that said, I've been busy with work and I just got caught up listening to the live and past shows. And Ness, respect, brother. You murdered that self-proclaimer. Laughing my ass.
Stupendous.
Who's the
KD?
I don't know.
Proclaimer. I wonder who he's speaking about in particular. KDR says, I'm glad Bud been being seen as the bad guy. He gets shit for chasing a Pacquiao fight and 90-10 split. He will only get $10 million. Yet they want him to take 60-40, 70-30 of what EJ offers. Is there even 50 mil on table? No offer sent. Oh, well. Money.
That's it. Oh, wait. Who's 405? 405, hands to the sky. Who's this? Who's this? 405.
You guys hear me?
Oh, that's AMG. What up, Oklahoma?
Yo, I just wanted to let everybody know I'm just excited about me having my Canelo tickets ready to go.
Oh,
got mine and my girl.
Nice.
Oh, you part of the pre-sale group, huh?
And guess what?
Part of the pre-sale because I checked today and you can't get 2 seats next to each other no more. It's crazy.
Wow. Oh, because of the COVID restrictions?
They're fucking sold out.
Sold out.
Wow. No, it's not that. I'm just saying like it's like pretty much sold out. You only get like way in the nosebleeds. Or like $650 tickets, like right up front, which I'm not trying to pay that.
Yo,
mine were like $150 for like the mid section.
And look at that, they have 40. They have $40 tickets, bro.
That's what's up. That's for the people right there, champ. You know what I mean? You just want to go catch a live fight. You don't got the extra screen, right?
So there's not a bad seat in the house really at Cowboy Stadium.
They got stadium seating, right?
Yeah. Well, they got I mean, if you've been there, they got a huge screen, right? So you'll be able to see the fight, like, regardless of where you're sitting.
They got a 100-foot screen, man. It's 100 feet, man.
Damn, the super jumbotron.
Yeah, it runs the whole line of the field, 100 yards. 100 yards. Sorry, my bad. 100 feet. 100
That's
yards.
what's up. Wow. So damn, you're gonna have a blast out there, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. But I know I don't always call in, but I definitely always catch the show, later on. So. Keep doing what you guys are doing. I love the show.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. And anybody that likes to catch the show on the playback, remember, if you're a Patreon at the $15 level and up, you get that. Well, this show is what? How many hours are we on now?
We're going on 4.
We're going on 3 hours and 44 minutes. So this whole show will be able to be consumed with no ads whatsoever, no breaks, no stops. None of that mumbo jumbo that, Spreaker and all those places obviously put on. And so does YouTube. But anyway, Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. Arrivederci.
Yeah, you already know, man. Next up, Sports Talk. NEXUP Sports Talk. Also, the Weigh In Boxing on IG or the Weigh In on YouTube. Come check me out. Appreciate you. Also, Border Wars 11, man. Watertown, Wisconsin, baby. June 12th. Get in the ring and swing. It's going to be the one BPE Network app. Shout out to the whole team over there. Appreciate y'all, man. Catch you on the next one.
Champ, you already know. Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ on IG. TikTok, I left. TBV, Twitter is Alex Linus TBV. And yes, this is the Boxing Voice, #1 podcast in the world. And if you like what you were listening to and just happen to stop by, hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget, one of the ways you can support the channel, subscribe, and hit that bell, because if it ain't shaking, Francis, they ain't baking with us.
And baking us in the morning.
That's right. So make sure you hit that bell so you're notified. Going live, giving you the best interviews and breaking news in the sport of boxing. And if you're interested in the memberships, just hit that video description link, which is the first. Join this channel to get access to perks. Click on that. You'll be led over, directed to the 3 memberships that we offer. Choose whatever you like. We appreciate the support. Take advantage of the perks that we offer, such as the badge icons, emojis, and all the exclusive footage. Thank you again. This is the Boxing Voice. Nesta Gibbs, Doyen Francis, and yours truly, Alex Linus. Thank you.
Even though that sounded fantastic, I need to not finish. And I want to say that there's a lot of new fighters on Border Wars that you can see them on Patreon. Shout out to Dylan Ray, 127. He'll be fighting at 130. He's going to be taking on Majid in Orlando for the first time. Majid is going to be fighting.
Say what?
Yes.
Majid?
You can find footage of him. Shout out to Steven Rivera. He's a heavyweight that's going to be taking on Tank. Both Tank and Steven footage could be found on Patreon. You can also find a full fight of Tank catching a knockout over Sony in Cincinnati, coming back from a fight he was losing in the 3rd round. And he's going to be taking on Steven Rivera. We actually scheduled for a Unguarded with Steven today at 1:30. So if you want to catch a Border Wars episode with Border Wars heavyweight Steven Rivera, join us at 1:30. But there's plenty of footage of fighters that will be fighting. I'm going to be posting footage today of Isaac French, who sends a message that he can't wait till he gets good enough to face guys like Troy or Corey. He'll be there. No, I think I read that all wrong. He said, tell Troy and Corey I'll be there showcase fights. Would love the opportunity to get in there with more. Oh, yeah, so he do want to fight with them. So, But he's got to worry about John Feliciano out of Michigan. Both of these guys are 140-pound novice. I just asked him, did he get some sparring? He said, nope. I will sometime next couple of weeks. I'm doing strength and conditioning right now.
Ooh, so the card's filling up, huh? For Wisconsin, June 12th.
Super full.
Yeah,
and I would imagine it would be so, man. This is going to be if the way we're projecting it, and we're feeling this is going to be the best Border Wars yet. We have the venue, we have the production, we have all our panels. We're gonna have Francis now available to make the decisions on the production that we sometimes really need. And it's exciting, man. I know people are excited to be a part of this one. You're gonna have a lot of people in attendance. You're gonna have a great ambience. You're gonna be able to have drinks, food, and enjoy a good night of boxing, and it's just the regular Joes getting off those seats, man. And even some people with skill that, have already dabbled in maybe going to the gym and throwing some leather. So, we're just evolving, and we're excited because this is going to be the best one yet. What happened, Prince?
I can say, let me add something real quick, Ness. Shout out to Adrian Rowan. You made a comment that I agree with. For all those out there that's, want to take a dump on Watertown, Wisconsin, they put some respect in the check. So do yourself a favor and slap yourself, because guess what, man? They making it happen outside of what it is. We going there and we going to make a show. That's what we going to do. And if you want to be a part of something, this could be history making. This is the time, man, to join up. Whether you want to fight or you want to come and witness something that's going to be amazing. It's going to be explosive. It's definitely going to be the talk of the town. Make no mistake about it. Watch. You watch and see, man. It's going to be something that you're not going to want to miss for sure. Border Wars, definitely in Watertown, Wisconsin. And of all places, Watertown, Wisconsin. Watch it.
And before we exit real quick, guys, Boxing Expert came in at the last minute. He said, play the kitty sound for the Charla fans. Laughing my ass off.
Also, I want to put out there, is it okay for me to put out there that we're looking for some referees or some people who have some skills in doing certain things like that?
I think we should contact who hit us up, man. Didn't you take his card?
Yeah, definitely. I got him.
Yeah, man. We should just hit him up. He said he was willing. Let's see if he's available before we put it out there.
All right, cool.
Because he's already willing.
So Doomy's going to get a chance to sit and announce with you guys?
I mean,
damn.
No, we just split the card up so you don't got to do 16 fights.
Yep. I appreciate y'all, man. If not, say I want Doomy to fight.
You ain't getting in shape, man.
You know what I'm saying? Let's tell me like, yo, work out.
You lying, bro. I've been telling you to work out when we lived in the same state. Get out of here. Yo, Ness GTO, Instagram and Twitter. I was going to announce some fights, but I'll put this together better and figure it out. Peace.
We'll come back with it.